Wah 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 wah.
Welcome as usual, Anya.
Hello, hello. It's a delight to be here. Thank you for having me.
I could never do Fate without you. Not anymore, I can't.
I hope that everybody in chat has been having a wonderful time. I also just spaced out through whatever it is you just said last. What was that?
I was saying that I can no longer do anything Fate related without you.
That is the sweetest thing you've ever said to me.
How? I say sweet things to you every day.
I know, but something about this interest of mine, that's one of my most primary, is now forever associated with you, my friend. That warms my heart.
Your little robotic heart going doki doki.
Yes, exactly. It makes that sound.
It specifically is programmed to do like a vocal just sound that says doki doki instead.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't believe the laptex are weebs.
I believe it.
That's right, why else could they make a cool android with big tits?
Exactly. Name one other kind of person who would do that. Hi, Tom.
Hello, everybody in chat. I hope you have all been well this week. Ready for many shenanigans, but we're slowly running out. We're getting to the point where we don't have that much left in this game.
We're going to do this, blitz through all of the H scenes.
In a row.
In a row, baby.
All of the mollusk allegories are going to be just back to back to back to back.
We are going to have like 3 weeks of non-stop horny streams.
Good. I couldn't want it any other day. On that note, let's talk about Tozuka's chest.
Oh, god damn it, I forgot where we were.
You forgot where we were.
This goofy magical girl bullshit.
I am definitely enjoying this significantly more than you because I'm seeing this being the origin of so many other things in the franchise.
And I have no context for any of it. It's all going over my head.
I am just like, oh my god, Lubia! Oh my god, Van Femme! Oh my god, wait, this is the Kaleidos things!
And I'm sure this would all be very interesting if I knew anything about what was going on.
Also, yeah, Kohaku spotted, don't worry about the very, very normal maid.
Hi, Kohaku.
That voice tells me so much and yet so little about this character. I really need to experience Tsukihime, holy shit.
You really do. I would love... I know we were talking about playing the remake. Huh?
80% exactly.
Ooh. I know we were talking about playing the remake together. I would love to go through the original with you, even if it's off stream.
Yeah. I would love to experience the remake on stream and then experience the original with you and seeing all of the differences that we can point out and things in retrospect.
Give me the far side routes, you cowards.
Your only contact with Tsukihime is Carnival Phantasm? You mean the gag anime that only Anya is going to be able to experience as soon as we're done with this game? Actually, wait, no. Does Carnival Phantasm also have Mahoya things? It may have also Mahoya things, wait.
Alright. Good thing that's our next project.
Ooh, you started Witch on the Holy Night the other day.
Sorry, Shiki is great, especially when he's tweaking. I love that sentence.
Oh god, right, we saved him the middle of the scene. We get no lead into. Small recap. We are stuck in the big magical chest that Tozuka has that was made by fucking Zelrech. And it's a little bit Cell-wretched, you know?
Stream failed to start. 1 second.
No! Who's tweaking? Oh, Shiki is tweaking.
Alright, I'm here.
Welcome. Let's just try to get to the Master the Magical Girl stuff, and we will get on the other end and continue with whatever else this game has in store for us. Don't worry about it. Too soft. If we let this stupid stick out, someone could make a contract with it. I've been just thinking about this thing as Cube A from Madoka Magica, and I think that improves things. Arrow!
I've also never seen Madoka Magica.
No! Or what? Is some weirdo calling herself a magical girl appearing in Fujuki City one day okay with you? That's a difficult question. Hey, I'm a guy, honestly, between whether I want to see it or not want to see it, And so... You're so persistent! You're like a shady salesman!
No, I can't compete against your stubbornness. Honestly, you offered such a great service and you still say no. Ruby-chan is very perplexed.
Imagine Magical Girl Taiga. Okay, now we're talking about. Now we're talking. I think we need a mid-30s magical girl that just acts like Taiga. Actually, that.
Sorry, you said mid-30s magical girl, and I like blacked out.
Oh man, I guess I know what one of my first model costumes is going to be then.
Wow.
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 Jaguar Warrior? Okay, sorry. Calling Jaguar Warrior fucking a magical girl is sending me, actually. The colors of the Emiya household match up to pre-cure mode. Magical girl hugs. Jesus Christ, all of you. Mid-30s.
I'm so dizzy.
Mid-30s magical girl is not a hag.
No, but you have like the 60-year-old magical girl from like the first generation who's like showing the mid-30s magical girl who got into it too late the ropes. You need to understand.
And like she puts a cigarette out on her.
Fuck me.
By my understanding, I feel that could be a Mahoyo thing, honestly. Monster Con is based, by the way, because this is a Monster Con, but Magical Ruby's voice echoes inside the locker room. Thanks to their quarrel steadily reaching its peak, the temperature in the chest was rising. Tosaka's discomfort index, which ran high even during the best of times, had swelled like the size of the sun.
Understood. If it's come to this, I'll put everything out there. If you act now, you'll even receive an accompanying mascot character, the foremost proof of a first-rate magical girl, completely free of charge. Oh, you're so good at haggling, Rin-san.
I feel this is us right now. You've been haggling from the start, and now you say that! Kosaka is screaming hysterically. Not good. I need to call for help as soon as possible. It's not to get out of the box, but to get away from this stick.
By the way, Shiro-san, what's your preferred personality pattern? A small animal overflowing with wild charm, a slightly precocious fairy, an elegant spirit who guides young girls, a transforming, combining giant robot, and so on and so forth. Shall I meet your various needs?
It's fun as is, really. Can I just say that I know it's not going to happen, it cannot happen, but I am... What if Shiro picked up Magical Ruby? What if Shiro
I need to see Shiro Magical Girl for my health.
What if Shiro got put in the cute, frilly Magical Girl outfit and started acting really cutesy about it?
Or even better, what if he was like really embarrassed about it?
Like, no. He acts like completely in character and cutesy about it for like the first 20 minutes, but then someone he knows like Issei runs into him and it snaps him out of like the spell and he realizes what he's doing.
He runs into Issei and it inspires Issei to transition because he realizes that there's nothing to be ashamed of if someone he respects as much as Amiya does the same thing.
Oh my god. Wait, no, we're cooking?
We're cooking.
We're cooking. Wow. Because it could be a pain. Even without creating a strange character, you're already a mischievous enough mascot.
Oh my.
Magical Ruby raises her voice happily. Did she think I was praising her? If it wasn't obstinately repeating itself, I'd admit the voice itself was cute.
I keep interpreting that pose as a dab. I can't see it as a bow.
And I'm in turn imagining Kohaku dabbing.
She would. I want to draw that now. See, Rin-san? Rin-san Shiro-san agrees with me too. Why don't you put it all behind you and make a contract with me? If you do, breaking out of this box made by that old fart, by Zelrich, would be simple, wouldn't it?
Even if I die? No. If you want to make a contract that badly, how about with your precious Shiro-san, who you seem to have been talking with so intimately for a while now? There's hope. There's hope.
I need this with all of my heart. As much as I'd greatly like to do that, I'm a mystic code restricted to women. You've already given your blood and completed the master registration, so come on, you can help me out.
We have the technology. We gotta make it happen.
We have the technology. Shiro, all you have to do is change how you see yourself.
Okay. Listen to me. I know we joke about a lot about the we're not joke. We are really into the trans mask Shiro idea, but if we go the trans femme route, this is the point, right? This is the moment.
This has got to be the moment. I also, for what it's worth, like, actually 100% headcanon trans mask Shiro. Like, I just think that's true, but...
Same. Shut up, I'm the one in need of help here. Ow! Even in normal circumstances, my patience could be pushed to its limit.
Is that so? Couldn't you be more upfront about needing to pee?
In an instant, the temperature inside the box dropped into the negatives.
Shall we call it a blunder? It's natural for the human body, an unavoidable part of its structure. But still, it can't be helped, right? Counting from before Shiro-san turned up, you've already endured for 4 hours. I love when the sprites start shaking. That's also my favorite thing.
Also, this is a new Rin sprite, by the way.
I think this is a new Rin face.
Yep.
Even his gender came from KUZUKI.
Even his gender came from KUZUKI. Yeah, that is one of the like most like strong part, like the strongest parts of the Transmask Shiro headcanon that I love. It's the taking from Kiritsugu, right? The That's ideal wonderful. Of being a man and a hero of justice.
I'm going to lose my mind.
Also, it's trembling all over. Anyway, let's go back to this. And now for the violence. I'm only 1 second away from terrible violence. Surely. That's right. Anyway, that's how it is. Sorry for drinking some tea before sorting my luggage. After all, I'm descended from the proper Tosagas.
I love the little Shiro just getting flung in the background.
Yeah, or perhaps But it won't be just one person who dies. No, instead it's goodbye to humanity. Because if it's like this, I'll destroy you along with the Earth as well. Right, and for that reason, clench your teeth, Miyako. Sorry, one moment. Before this changes.
Yeah, I need this. Thank you. Unlimited bladder works, is that anything?
The problem... Oh, that's why Shiro is holding it in, but she isn't.
I am the bone of my piss? Is that anything?
Something like that. It's easy to imagine. Sorrow starts playing. Osaka is feeling ashamed in her awkwardness. I'm the one who should be ashamed here. I understand those feelings so much that it hurts. At times like these, a more outgoing and cheerful kind of guy could be able to pass this off as nothing. Sorry, Tosaka. I wasn't being considerate. Huh? I made it as sincere as I could. If Tosaka was embarrassed back there, I should be even more embarrassed. I had only been thinking about the time. No. Let's end this topic here. We need to think about how to leave. Just watch. We'll get out of this box in no time. This was the best I could do to support her. I might end up getting self-conscious, but it's several times better than awkwardly trying to gloss over things. Yeah, that's right. I may have gotten a little bit too worked up. Well, I am thick-headed after all. Around that much is just about right. It's really not. I have a little bit of opinion of you, if only just a little. Still not enough to get all lovey-dovey like that woman to the phone the other day.
That slut.
That slut thinking about herself. I am thinking, like, I know it's not that Tosaka, but I can't help but think of the... there's a Tosaka that is like a Counter Guardian version from a joke game as a counterpart to Archer. And,
I see.
And she's kind of slutty with it, honestly.
Base?
I have sent her to you before, but I don't think you recall, so I will send her after. Whoa, the one that's just Bayonetta? Yeah, that one.
My memory is, in fact, garbage.
I finally relax. Probably because the tension surrounding Tosaka has calmed down. But then, against my better judgment... But you should have just said something if it was something like that. I can project at least a bedpan or two, right? As usual, I've dug my own grave. That's much worse than being thick-headed!
Shiro.
Oh! Jesus fucking Christ. One moment. Going back here because this is the first clear shot that we have gotten of Rin violence, and this is extremely important to me.
That's so important.
A star soars by. It's not a metaphor. I seriously saw a star just now. Tosaka! Hand! The stick! You're holding the stick! Oh, damn it! It was just the first thing close by!
God. All according to my calculations. People can't help but instinctively retort with blunt weapon. You got a splendid predisposition for slapstick comedy, Shiro. With this, you're perfectly suited to be Rin-san's partner.
You think I will lose? Damn it! Do I joke like this?
It's useless. The necessary procedures for a contract are already in order. Confirmation of master via blood, a usage contract through touch, and the energy to make me active. I've certainly received them all. Oh, take your receipt, please, master.
The devil's stick is sparkling, but energy? Kozuka didn't give it anything, right? Screw with me. I never sent any magical energy.
What's required to activate the Kaleidostick is nothing like magical energy. What's required is love. Not only that, but love directed towards a man's insensitive heart. It's the super maiden power of not being able to be honest.
She needs to be tsundere with a stick and beat someone up to activate it.
This is so stupid.
What the hell? Oh, speaking of new fucking no, already I want to die. Don't lose, Sasuga. Just leave it to me. In that case, I'll do it with brute force. I'll take the stick from Tosuka's hand.
That won't work. Kaleido... Beam. This is so stupid.
God! God, this thing just do whatever it wants! It is extremely stupid. I love that Zelrech just is this exceedingly important mage that has the stupidest shit laying around. The rough wind brushes my cheeks. How much time passed after that? Or rather, just how far have I traveled from my hometown? At the end of a gap of many months and years, I awake in an unknown world. How lonely. It's like I'm a lone machine that was sent off to the frontier. Just a drone. He's like a wizard in a tower with the most ridiculous magical items. Yep! Transmas Shiro. The magic says I'm a man. Wow.
Wow.
A wasteland as far as the eye can see. It's clear that this isn't Earth, but some unknown star on which I'm standing alone. How should I put it? In this ridiculous space, even my sense of reason is reaching its limit. Are we doing a fucking End of Evangelion thing now?
Welcome to the Magical Star of Dreams. I'm here to welcome you, Shiro-san.
The mysterious object makes a racket. 1 second, that's an incredibly tiny Shiro, and I love it.
Very small Shiro.
Tiny. Capable. You can just pick him up with your fingers.
Appropriately sized.
Now that I'm here, I've finally come to understand Tosuka's feelings. And I better understand how to deal with that thing. To explain the alien called Magical Ruby. At the heart of it, it's never finished a conversation in its entire life. I get it. You can do anything. So where am I?
Like I said, the Magical Star. The highest peak for those who love justice, or what looks like it. It's the inside of the Kaleidostick.
So in short, it's the scenery you imagined. Oh my god, it's his reality marble.
Yep, as expected of Shiro-san, you're quick to understand things related to bounded fields.
This is terrible. There must be a Bergen sale on reality marbles. I may have no right to speak, but this is pretty tasteless. You don't have any friends, do you?
Strike. Oh, how cold. Even though I invited you here because you have things which resonate with me.
I am now thinking about Shiro kissing Kohaku and adding her to the polycule.
Wow.
Wow. Things that resonate with you?
Oh, he would save her.
He could save her. I tried to make the question sound as cold as possible.
Oh, come now, Shiro-san. Asking when you already know. Shiro-san is an ally of justice. I am a magical girl of justice. See? We're both justice-loving people. So work together with me and produce a magical girl of justice from the depraved monster that Tosuka Rin-san currently is. I want to team up with you, but
There's no exit anywhere. However, this ridiculous world shouldn't last forever either. I think it's got perhaps a minute left.
you there? Please don't look around so restlessly. It's fine, isn't it? I'm saying it's for the people of the world. It's not like I'm compelling Rin-san for my own amusement or anything. I said it earlier as well, but the directive engraved on my core is love and justice.
I am not suspicious. The out-of-place artifact proudly puffs out its chest. Isn't that supposed to be love and peace?
Yes, exactly. Of course, human. Of course, human. Because love will prevail. And love and justice, power. It has such a self-righteous ring to it. If I do say so myself, I think it's a splendid reason to exist.
It's being serious. Something should be done about this ceiling designation class hazardous item. We need to give this to fucking Bazette as soon as we meet her. She needs to take it away.
Hey, can you get rid of this for me?
Anyway, that's how it is. For the peace of everyone, I would like Rin-san to become an evangelist of love and justice on my behalf. After all, I'm a lonely magical item. No matter how much power I have, I can't do anything if a person doesn't come and use me. Same. Besides, Shiro-san, even you're troubled by Rin-san's usual behavior, right? Rin-san could use a bit more of her excessive... should use a bit more of her excessive comedy talent for the benefit of everyone.
Although I want to sympathize with that opinion a bit. As I thought, I shouldn't trust it. I mean, it let its true intentions slip right out. I'm not sure whether Solvets realized how bad this thing was and hastily added it as a feature, or whether it's because we're talking via telepathy, but Ruby can't conceal her motives. I can hear them perfectly through the brackets.
Come on now. There's no time to be indecisive. As a comrade who loves justice the same as I, please give me your answer. Ruby-chan believes that we can become friends, Shiro-san.
Come on, Shiro. Don't you want to see Rin in a magical girl outfit? It's doing the long dog bit from Undertale? Yeah, it's lesser dog. Got it, but for argument's sake, what is this love and justice? If that's even what you're really talking about.
If that
Also-
ain't your real name.
I'm sorry to say that Bazette Magical Girl could never happen. We have seen Prisma Elia Bazette, and she's better than a magical girl. She beats the fuck out of Elia.
Based.
Anyway, so Ruby, what is justice to you?
Yes? Let's see. Equality in the human world, things that are interesting and funny, at least to me, right?
Then according to Ruby, what is evil?
Stop it, Shiro-san. Isn't it obvious that the things that oppose me are evil?
This thing actually thinks it's okay to not keep that sort of statement to itself? No, our conversation is over. You demon! Get back to Osaka. Return me to my original world. I'm not going to stick with you while you're playing around.
No way. I thought you were a fellow ally of justice. We could have been friends, Shiro-san, and yet it's already too late. Right now, Rin-san is receiving, by force, an understanding of the wonderfulness of justice. The contract will be completed in mere seconds. I've said it before, but the contract can't be cancelled. If my contract is almost curse-like, it's because it's an old Selretch's handwriting.
Bastard. If the circumstances become bad, you'll just revoke it. But don't underestimate me. I haven't been getting caught up in strange situations like this just for show. Here it goes. I slam my hands onto the ground and I look up toward the sky with all of my might.
I'm picturing Laios getting down on all fours.
Yeah! When you're in a nightmare, the quickest and easiest way to deal with it isn't to escape from the world, it's deciding to annihilate yourself. Shiro, do you want to say something about how you deal with nightmares?
Hey, buddy.
Did he just... Tosaka!
You underestimate my resolve.
I'm pulled back from the nightmare.
I am a magus. Observe.
So long, sucker. I rev up my motorcycle, and when the dust clears, I'm laying dead on the ground, face down. Tosaka was, as expected, still enduring. Tosaka, hand me the stick. I grab the stick from Tosaka's hand. Or not? The kaleidoscope flashes.
The curse contract is complete.
Damn it, I didn't make it in time. No, there's no problem, Miyakun. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wait. Wait a minute.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on. No, wait.
No one told me we were getting into the hypno fetish territory.
I was not aware there would be Tosaka Hypno today. That sounds like the kind of thing I would have liked to know.
Forgive me, Magical Ruby. I was not aware of your game.
I'm gonna throw up.
Magical Ruby is the spirit of justice. There's not even a speck of error in her behavior. I am a magical girl of justice. There's no solution to my behavior. That's right. For villains who oppose me, I won't even permit counterattacks. That one is less hot actually, but I will still take it. What do you mean, Goose? This is just brainwashing, you stupid spirit! Let's let go already. Just hurry up and pass me the stick, Tosaka! So I can smash it into tiny pieces with my knees. Calm down, Miyako. There's absolutely no need to worry. We were the ones who were being silly. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a magical girl. I fight for love and justice. What is there to be ashamed of?
I'm gonna scream.
Wow.
Oh my god. It's...
Wow.
Oh.
I'm asleep? This is a nightmare. Even then, this is still really embarrassing. Poor Miyako. You still don't understand how wonderful the kaleidoscope is? I mean, only believing in justice isn't enough. There's something about the fact that she still has that dismissive body, like, language going on with the eyes, right?
Yeah,
But don't worry, I won't abandon you or anything. You're an important friend, Shiro-kun. From now on, whether it's being rejected by a beloved senpai or a rich girl from the magical world transferring to our school, we will overcome any hardship together, won't we?
I'm gonna throw up.
It's no use. I can't stop this catastrophe. I want to escape as soon as possible. Not from the box, but from Tosaka. Right. There I go, Sharon. No! She seems a fucking Lumia's nickname.
I'm gonna scream.
compact full open. Mirror world corridor maximum expansion. The Spiegel form will figure some transport.
Ja, meine Meisterin. Öffnung des Kaleidoskopsgatter.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna scream. I can't do this.
Thanks for waiting. Magical Girl Ruby is born.
I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream.
How was it, Shiro? That was a good performance for my first transformation, right? She has a cat tail. She has a cat tail too. Rather than a good performance, it was more of a shock. By the way, what's with the strange way of calling me? I stopped mid-sentence. I recall the indescribable sensation of my own body being out of place. Like the time Alia was playing a prank and my limbs became like a stuffed toys. What, you ask? You mean the name received when I transform, right? Isn't that just what goes along with being a magical girl? The heroine's partner. See? Kaleido Ruby points a finger in my direction.
I feel my organs shutting down.
Oh no, Shiro is the magical girl mascot.
This is too much for me right now.
He's a tiny little beast. Oh, what is the meaning of this?
What are you talking about? Didn't you confirm it properly? I asked you earlier about what type of mascot would be good. Oh, incidentally, the name you had was already taken by another master. I apologize, but please understand my situation.
But weren't you the accompanying mascot?
No, Shiro-san. Do you think I'd do something like take a position under someone else?
It was truly a stunning self-analysis. Right now, that's settled. Let's hurry up and break out of this box. Yeah?
No, I'm just making noises. Ignore me.
Because there are important things waiting for us out there. As fast as possible, with more power than the sun, to the troubled children throughout the world with strawberry blood-stained love.
That's correct, my master. Next week, the new TV program, Magical Girl Ruby, Episode 1. Incinerate, burning drag, a struggle to the death, a golden crescent 3,000 meters up in the sky, the Scarlet Goat Launch?
It was a title on the verge of brain death. A maelstrom of magical energy converges, enough to fill this cramped yet limitless magic box. It condenses into the kaleidoscope in an instant. Open up, Shiner! To the place I desire, the way I desire. Here we go, Sesame of the Dick. Dick!
No, that's...
She's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
Off the what? I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. I feel like I'm gonna, pass out. This is too much. Fantastic, my master! I did it! I managed to get a red one!
I can feel you exploding slowly.
This is causing chaos.
The lid that should not be able to be opened by any means from the inside opens. The blinding light and the vast amount of magical energy from earlier have completely vanished. That moment isn't something that can be perceived naturally. The boundary between the inside and the outside of the box, a single moment in which we return to normal time from that which was nonsensical.
Thank you very much. It looks like I finally fulfilled the purpose I was made for, thanks to you, Amiya-san.
And like that, I am Sam. You're welcome. And what will happen to Tosaka?
There's no reason to worry. As I've more than fulfilled the contract, I'll be taking my leave here. From now on, I won't appear like this again, and the persuasion, brainwashing, of the contract will be left behind when she leaves this place as though it never existed.
Then you are.
Yeah, this is farewell. After this, I'll only be a part of your lives as a simple kaleidoscope. Take care of yourself, Shiro-san. Find happiness with Rin-san as well.
Magical Ruby's presence is fading. Maybe it wasn't so bad after all. The artificial spirit that had put us through so much is fading away unceremoniously. By the way, what about Tosaka's memories of when she was Kaleido Ruby?
Yep, I made sure to leave them behind properly this time.
Truly, it's like a demon to the end.
So,
Yeah?
okay. First off,
Yeah.
I don't think I was ready for that. That was just a lot. There's just a lot to process all at once, back to back, in a lot of different ways. Chaos in my brain right now. Secondly, speaking German makes not reading the German lines really hard.
You were just not ready for me to butcher that sentence.
It was the way you said offne dick, and I'm really here for that.
We tumble down onto the soft carpet. The air is refreshingly pleasant. Truly a lot has happened, but we've finally come back to the outside world.
What are you doing here?
They were going to hang out, remember, for the student council?
Oh my god.
We managed to come back, but Issei and Mitsuri are right in front of us. Yo! That's right! The thing on Sunday! I came over earlier! There's no reply. Rather, there's no reaction at all. They just keep staring behind me.
I need a thought bubble connected to the two of them that says he was cheating on me.
Sorry to keep you waiting, everybody. Enforcer of Love and Justice, Kaleido Ruby's Prisma makeup is starting.
Oh my god.
I see. So that's how it is. Any explanation for that would be useless. If there were 100 people here, 100 people's eyes would be popping. That was unmistakably a magical girl. Huh?
Oh my god. That's a face.
It's the extremely embarrassed Rin in a magical girl outfit being seen by her intimate friends doing something for you, maybe?
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Don't look at me.
Rin is going to explode. I think Anya is going to explode.
She looks like she has black eyeliner. It's kind of doing something for you. Me too.
Yeah. With the persuasion for Organa brainwashing removed, you, yeah?
No, I got nothing. Leave me alone.
Tosuka had regained the ability to think properly and was trembling. Her behavior just now mixed her with her current appearance and the recollection of that unpleasant experience. Fine. Slash.
What's with that, Tosaka? That's
Sorry, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one.
so many good Rin faces this episode.
How many embarrassed Rin faces did Takeuchi draw?
I hope it was a bunch.
As expected, Ayako. No mercy.
Tosaka.
What? You want to laugh as well, huh? Go ahead and laugh.
Is that a performance for the cultural festival? However, the student council hasn't received an application for approval stating 3A will do a play.
Issei was calm as usual. Always nice to people, and today, even nice to Tosaka.
Alright, that was cute, Tosaka. It's the best. To prepare something like that for the cultural festival, you're really into this. This is so painful.
Despite being a close friend, Mitsusuri was laughing so hard she was having trouble breathing. Cultural festival?
Oh, she's fumbling her out.
I see. That's why we're here after all. A small mercy. It seems we were able to narrowly avoid the Saber Rin is a magical girl theory.
You are having a fitting session together. Gonna have to question you about that later, Amiya-kun. 2 people coming out of that tiny box is quite the magic trick, isn't it?
I'm amazed. Issei's eyes brighten up. Maybe I'm bad terms with Tosaka, but Issei praises the feat for what it is.
Well, amazing to get Miss Hamurahara for the 3rd year running with this clever scheme was something even I hadn't anticipated. Amazing. Aiming. Oh, you're so cute. Totally adorable.
God, they need to kiss so fucking bad. Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, winning the same way every year gonna be interesting, right?
Indeed. Up until now, I've insinuated that you were a sly fox and feigning modesty, among other things. I apologize. To abandon your honor student image in order to liven up the cultural festival, Tosaka, even though you're my adversary. I admit, that is an approach not to be trifled with.
Yeah. God, my tummy hurts.
I am gonna throw up.
That's Mitsusuri, by the way. I mistook it.
Yeah, looks like this year is gonna be interesting.
Eve says, Fops. True!
Fops, true. Mato's popularity has been rising the past half year. Might there even be a major upset? Is Sakura really that Shiro! Shiro! Yeah, she is.
Come on!
No, that's inexcusable. Whose side are you on, Amiya? Sakura's or Tosaka's? Mato's an important junior to me, after all. From a neutral standpoint, I can't let you favor just Tosaka. In the spirit of being fair, you have to tell Mato about your preferences. Well, I guess it'll be difficult no matter how hard she tries. I mean, it's a magical girl. A magical girl. That's great! I want to try to be one too.
Goodbye, Arukana. Glad you enjoyed those shenanigans.
Bye, Aru.
Also, I know this is not actually in this series, but just like there's Ruby in Prisma Elia, there is the counterpart as a blue one that is Sapphire. And I am now thinking about Sakura with Sapphire and Rin with Ruby, and the
That's
two of them as magical girls together. The bad times from my heart continue. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, the other one is voiced by Hisui, of course it is.
Oh my god.
My god almighty.
I hate this, actually.
So I know that is her soul leaving her body, but it almost seems like this jaded, like, rugged, fucking magical girl smoking, right?
Wow. It's like those pictures of those girls in cosplay at cons, just like downing a bottle of vodka.
Yeah. Mitsuzuri laughs and Issei continues heaping on the praise. In the end, unable to get changed until the two of them went home, Tosaka had to deal with the arrangements for the cultural festival, Escalator Ruby. Naturally, in the flow of that discussion, she became obligated to participate in the Miss Homurahara contest looking like that. Since the two of them finally went back, well then, I guess the trouble over that box is finally settled. I'm clearing off the table for Tosaka, who hasn't moved for quite a while. Hey, Tosaka. Isn't it alright? Everything's been settled. More importantly, what happened in that box was... I blame you. I blame you anyway, because it's all your fault, Shiro. Nothing was settled at all. Despite escaping the box and finally getting free of Issei and Mitsuzuri, Tosaka is still trembling. I'm worried. Was it really that hard for her after all? But it's not fair to say it was entirely my fault. After all, I really put a lot into trying to rescue you from Magical Ruby, and yet... Fine then, just let me at least say that much. If you hadn't said such stupid things or picked up that stupid stick in the first place. Stupid combo! Double mascots! Ugh! Oh, geez, contracting with that screws up my life. That's how it was. Greatest victim was surely Tosaka. I, who couldn't help her even though I was by her side, should at least let her use me as an outlet and properly listen to her complaints. Sorry. If I were a little bit more reliable, something like that couldn't have happened. Yeah. Let's look for a way to cancel the contract with the stake together. I clasped her hand. Leaving that aside, Tosaka, will you be okay without going to the bathroom? See, you look like you're in pain and haven't you been trembling for a while? I you back in the box once more, you stupid Shiro!
Sailing through the air.
I take a magnificent fall. Back inside the box again, I close my eyes as I hit the back of my head with a thud once more and... Somehow, I bumped into something soft. Huh? So now, it was undoubtedly a person's voice. While thinking that nobody could be here anymore, back of my mind tells me that the rules, concept of time, aren't known to this box. I just accept that. Why are you smiling? No. Assaulted by a bad feeling, I timidly turn around. Why is Lumia here? Why is Lumia here?
What?
Please, you need to, voice the most obnoxious noble woman again.
I need to?
Yes.
Just who would you be?
Right there is the figure of an unknown lady dressed in blue holding the Kaleido stick. Storm continues. The trouble surrounding the box is not yet ended. Don't worry, that's just a momentary bit. Yeah, there we go. That's the end of the loop.
Okay. And we die there. Great.
We died there. Don't worry about it. Holy fuck.
That was too much. That was too much. I'm so overstimulated.
I was... You weren't ready for the hypno of Magical Girl. Let me take my estrogen one moment.
Yeah, that was a good time. I What do I even say? Like,
Extremely embarrassed Rin Tosuka wearing a frilly dress, huh? Hey, remember that thing about force femming a femme?
I'm gonna throw up. I can't do this. I can't do this. I need to go touch grass. I need a cold shower.
God almighty, Man, so that's why people find it so funny to tease me and say that I'm a living Skinner box. You can always force them a femme, you're right. Oh my god.
I got nothing to say.
Deep breaths? We're starting the loop over again, don't worry about it.
Hold on, there's more.
It's okay, don't worry. Look, it's okay. We're having fun. And we're going to check I'm going to check if there's anything going on at school. There's nothing going on at school. Don't worry about it. Anything during the night now? Maybe? Nothing. We can't call it a day. We can just keep progressing, actually. Let's see. Hi, Ryder. Afternoon. Nothing. Nothing. Once again, we pass a day. Nothing going on. Call it a day. A nice moment of just respite and taking a break from that madness. Nothing going on here. Nothing going on here. And once again, everything we have is on the last day. It's all the last day now. Oh, Saber in the living room. Outskirts, plot in the big bridge, shopping district with Custer. We got some things.
It's a Saber kind of day.
It's a Saber kind of day. Let's relax with a little bit of Saber. Surely this will be a very normal scene to go through. We've just finished our lunch. Let's relax with a cup of tea. By the way, did anything interesting happen while I was gone? All of a sudden, a question comes up. Not really. Wait, didn't Sakura's letter say anything about that? All she wrote down was what you dictated to her, Miyakun, and in really exacting detail. She did write, everyone's doing well here, but that had to be her just sugarcoating everything. I see. Whatever actually happened, Sakura couldn't want Tosuka to worry, and that consideration went into the letter. What did Dinty say?
So, how do we phrase this? Hypno Magical Girl Force Femme?
And a little... Yeah. I'm going about it.
He's walking in with the pizzas into the burning room. Exactly.
Oh, he doesn't even know about Kaleido Ruby. Oh. Looks like Tosuka knows that too. I heard that Sakura wasn't feeling well, but there wasn't anything about that in the letter. So I got to thinking about it. Oh, I see. The capitalist elite have robbed me of my utopia by robbing me of that side by forcing me to work. Truly a wretched way of living. Those damn capitalists! Sakura did catch a slight cold, but everyone else just been fine. And I've never seen Fujine come down with so much as a runny nose. Of course she could not get fucking sick.
Any illness that tries to enter her body, she can just eject.
It's like she has like Taiga antibodies that just overwhelm the virus and make more of themselves.
She has tiger blood.
That being said, the idea of Taiga getting really sick and Shiro caring for her is also really sweet and cute.
Yeah.
That brings to mind the adage about how idiots don't catch colds, but rather than that, it's more like the discipline she subjects herself to every day is on an entirely different level. So it seems like you want to hear whether Saber or Ryder have been feeling unwell, I take it. Saber's doing great, actually. As hale and hearty as a horse in clover. And does she and Sakura have appetites befitting the season? Both of them eat so much, I wonder whether they're gearing up to hibernate during the winter.
Well.
As the one who has to prepare the food for them, it's quite troubling. Well, even I am bound to have times when I worry about how much rice I have to cook. Saber horse, wow, yeah. The microplastics in Fujine's body? Jesus fucking Christ. What is going on in chat?
What's Ryder eating? Oh, she's doing well too, don't worry.
No matter how much of a dragon-type element Saber has, I don't think she'd retreat into her den and hibernate over winter. Dragon-type? She used a term I've never heard before, and it brings a puzzled frown to my face.
Haven't you played Pokemon, Shiro?
Huh. Miyakun didn't know. One of Saber's most important elements is the highest of the illusionary types, the dragon type. No, that I know. Saber is similar to a dragon in some ways, right? Actually, you could say that's the only thing I know. Miyakun, when you hear the word dragon, what comes to mind? Out of all the creatures in fantasy, the dragon is undoubtedly the one at the top, or so I've heard, which means that Saber also is a top, you know? One thing for sure, it's not something a human can fight against, the king of all animals. Dragons have eyes kinda like a lizard's, whiskers and tusks, they can breathe fire and fly, and they demand sacrifices of young maidens, that sort of thing. Does Saber do that as well?
Wow.
Wow, okay. It'd be quite amusing if Saber was really like that.
Rin twirling her hair. I am a young maiden.
I can't deny that. I can certainly imagine Saber spitting out flames whenever Fujine tries to snatch her afternoon snacks. So they're still at it, I see. I should do an elementary analysis of Fujimura-sensei sometime. It couldn't surprise me if she were a par fairy!
Every story needs a shitty little fairy.
We have found it. Where's she actually...
the whole time.
Were she to actually do that, I don't think I'd be brave enough to look at the results. Back to the main topic. And dragons also hoard gold and shiny objects. Also, the treasure hoards in dragons' lairs is what lead them to be classified as illusionary. But did you recall Saber ever saving up anything? Not sure. She does seem to be into personal health and household economizing, so I feel that may fall in line with her interests. But even if she has that in her disposition, I doubt she'd bother to actually start saving. Besides that, living 1,000 years in the sea, 1,000 in the mountain, swimming up the Yangtze River to leap up the Dragon Gate. Clouds rising, a dragon will appear. Is it an oriental dragon this time? A king of beasts and god of beasts isn't quite the same thing, is it? What are the use of dragons? Let me think. Saber does have 5 claws, being a king and all. I was about to say that. 5 dragon claws were the symbol of the emperor in many Chinese dynasties, after all. What else? Ooh, yeah. This one concerns the Oriental version too. Oh, I think I know where this is going. He's going to talk about the reverse scale. It said that every dragon has one special Gekirin scale. There we go! Are we going to be trying to find Saber's dragon scale? Oh my god, I know what this is gonna be. No way.
I don't.
There's always a single scale growing backward on the dragon's body. Legend says that if you happen to touch it, no matter how gentle the dragon may be, he will lose himself in a rage. Oh my. Do you suppose Saber has one of those as well? I'm let down by her all-too-quick reply. Holding the teacup in my hands, I keep staring at Tozuka. Seeing how well she fared with regards to all the positive qualities, there's no way she'd gotten off without inheriting something like a Gekirin. It's nothing like an Achilles heel, but it does restore some sense of balance, doesn't it? An Achilles heel is a weakness, right?
I refuse to believe he doesn't know that.
No matter how you look at it, a Gekirin is more like a fault or a defect of sorts. Fault, weakness, and defect are all the same. What I'm talking about isn't Saber's individual balance, but the overall balance of nature. If a being that is flawless and eternally invincible is allowed to exist, the cycle will grind to a halt. A being stronger than anyone else will surely have a flaw that is worse than everyone else's. I get it. Let's say, for example, someone who can master just about everything but will stumble upon the very last hurdle, making a big mess. I wonder what Tozuka is up to. Hey, why are you being quiet all of a sudden? Do you have something to say? No, not really. I was just thinking that you sure did well breaking it all down. That aside, reverse scale, huh? Saber really have one? If she does, and I just happen to brush against it in public. Is that what could happen? Uh-oh. Somehow it looks kind of fun. What's the matter, Emiya-kun? Daydreaming? What? Did something interesting cross your mind? No, not really, nothing like that. I covered it up by drinking some tea. This is bad. Real bad. I've been corrupted by Tozuka's malice, finding ways to tease and make fun of Saber. What was I thinking? You're acting way strange today. What are you talking about? Nothing. It's my personal observation. So you don't have to worry even a tiny bit about it, okay? I'll be your backstage support and just give you a little push. So what's that all about? Beats me. Tozuka feigns ignorance as she stands up. Well then, do excuse me. It's really none of my business, but I do have some sympathy for you, Emiya-kun. You are a master, therefore you have to manage your servant properly. If you come upon something that could possibly invite trouble, then you have to check it out, no matter how unappealing it may be. See ya! Tozuka disappears into the hallway with a spring to her steps. Master story, is it? I was only a bit curious about this Gekirin business, but she's right. Perhaps I should investigate it a little further. Bye, James.
Oh, later. Are you heading back to your room?
Saber? What great timing. Speak of the devil, Furigano Saber. A single scale growing backwards, Gekirin. Somewhere around her, there is a spot which will land me into hot soup if I touch it.
I believe I may have identified what might be going on here. Is something the matter? You look rather pale.
Sorry, I was just thinking. I can't. It's got into my head and it's no use putting the brakes on it now. Does Saber have a Geki Rin? And what is it really? I can't let it go until I find out. Saber, can I borrow you for a second?
Yes, Shiro.
If someone said if they could borrow me for a second, I think I could just start vomiting blood in arousal.
I'm so not surprised.
Her collar is a bit crooked. I reach for Saber's neck. My fingers gently touch her silky white skin.
Shiro?
Don't move, it's so wrong. Saying that, I caress Saber's neck. I can't feel anything out of place with my fingers. They say that the Geki Rin grows on the underside of a dragon's chin, but I guess it's not here. You're acting very strange today. Today. I refrain from any further remarks.
Shiro. My collar.
Just a little more, your ribbon is also a bit off. Using straightening her already straight ribbon as an excuse, I touch her nape. I gently brush the loosely hanging hair behind her neck, and my heartbeat rises for no apparent reason. I'm just looking for Saber's Geki Rin so I don't have to feel guilty, do I? Sorry, teacher. There's no Geki Rin in sight and my sanity won't hold much longer either. And you shall aim for her back. Whenever Siege Castle refuses to surrender, call in the heavy artillery. Wow, she had anticipated this way ahead of time. My eternal gratitude to you. This is such a
Shiro, you can't. That place.
I get closer to her and graze her standing hair with my face. This thing is in my way. To touch her back, I calmly brush it aside. For some reason, I am lying on my back facing upwards.
Oh no. Are you alright, Shiro?
I silently assess the damage. Having landed the right away, there are no injuries.
I'm very sorry. I instinctively...
Are you the one who tossed me?
Yes. I held your wrist and tossed you away with all of my strength. Much like how Lancer does it.
I see it now. It was a 6-meter mega glide from the Verdana to down here. Veranda.
I should have informed you earlier. I have carelessly allowed an old habit to surface and caused you to get hurt.
More right. Being touched by a man, she became embarrassed and flung me away? No, that's not it. The moment I brushed that one strand of hair aside, I was instantly hurled away as if activating a conditioned reflex.
Are you able to stand? Let me help.
I'm fine. You should have told me something. What is it?
It is about this strand of hair jutting out from my head.
You don't like that to be touched? Saber nods deeply. I've taken a fancy to that strand since a long time ago, but looks like it's important to her as well.
It is a rather long story.
Alright, let's go back to the veranda. Landing on Hark Run is no easy experience. So I said something earlier as a silly joke, and what if? And I am now realizing Apollo is lining up another fastball directly at your school. Yeah, didn't he?
This keeps happening to you specifically. Jokes are the deepest lore. This story goes back to before I united all of Britain. During that time, I was engaged in battles against various lords who were opposed to my enthronement as king. With the good advice of old man Merlin, my teacher, and the divine protection of the Lady of the Lake, I went from one battlefield to the next, accompanied by brave, loyal knights, all for the sake of the country and its people. I fought against 11 other kings, but in reality, they were all forced to kneel before another powerful monarch. His name was King Vince. Together with his younger brother Nero, the powerful king assumed lordship over the northern land.
They're using Gilgamesh as a fucking stand-in silhouette.
I know.
I know this story. Is it the one about the famous King of Reins on his robe?
King Rin's messenger arrived at my castle and declared haughtily,
The great King of Reins has conquered 11 kings, excited oaths of fealty from them, cut their beards and used them as decorations for his robe.
Ew.
With the last beard, his robe will be complete. King Arthur, hand over your beard and swear undying loyalty to the king, or else you shall perish and your entire kingdom shall be destroyed. As I thought. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Saber can't grow a beard, you see.
This was my reply to the messenger. I regret to say I have neither a beard in my possession nor a knee that would bend in King Rince's presence. In fact, soon enough King Rince shall bow to me, and it will not be just the beard, but his head that shall be separated from his person.
Wow. Sorry. Wow. Yep, that's definitely Saber. After being told off like that, King Rince could have no choice but to return quietly.
King Rince was incensed when he heard my reply, and after having my appearance described to him by the messenger, he sent him back with this pompous reply.
How haughty you are, O King Arthur! Now I shall shave off the hair standing on your head and use it to adorn my robe. Hold on, isn't it just the beards he was after? Wait a second. That hair, don't tell me he was referring to that strand of hair.
Obviously. Is there anything else King Rince could possibly want? Shiro, please do not interrupt my story with trivial questions. This is where things get interesting.
He wanted the ahoge?
He attempted to claim my ahoge.
Okay, sorry, I was distracted.
That is fine. Well then, after that, a part of our battle became a fight to see whether I could defend my hair or not. Since then, my opponents have always provoked me by sneering at my strand of hair, threatening to cut it off, tie a knot with it, decorate it with a ribbon, or even plant a flower on top. Consequently, I have had a duty to guard my strand of hair well, for the sake of my country. Britain depends on the ahoge. The battles were long and fierce, but I endured them with a dignified victory. Ever since then, my hair became a symbol of my kingdom's prestige. It was as important as my life itself. Yes, even the queen herself was not permitted to touch this strand of hair. That's how it was.
So does that mean Guinevere could touch every other part of you, Saber?
Hey, I thought the whole thing was that she wore like a helmet around everybody. Okay, I'm not worrying about it. Do you understand now, Shiro? Because of that, I would like you to not touch my hair.
Saber says so proudly. Let me see. I was tossed into the air and landed unconscious just now, right?
Shiro, what's the matter?
Well then, one question. It stuck out of the top of the helmet like a big dumb unicorn horn.
She finds out about Brexit, it just breaks off like a leaf and falls to the ground.
The battles ended with your victory, right? If so, did you get even by shaving off King Rin's beard?
He was taken prisoner. I wanted to chop off his head, but I was stopped by my teacher. Repaying malice with malice will only deepen the hatred. You should not demand a head for a head or a beard for a beard. Therefore, I did as my teacher said.
As your teacher said.
We used the magic hair growth formula on King Rince's sideburns and mustache. His younger brother, Nero, was let off after having his eyebrows connected into one. We gave him a monobrow. We made sure he would remember the price of his boast every time he looked into a mirror.
You can call it a bloodless victory, but it's still a very childish solution. Poor King Rin and his brother Nero must have been made into laughing stocks for the rest of their lives.
It's not that bad. I mean,
it's not that bad, it's the fact that they could be defeated by King Arthur and led back home like that, right?
right.
I didn't know there was such a deep history to that hoagie of yours.
Yes, so my humble apologies for that brief outbreak of an old habit just now.
Don't worry about it. They were not at fault here anyway. I mean, it's my mistake for carelessly intruding on such a history-laden sensitive spot.
Thank you for your understanding. You can also say that a woman's hair is a symbol of her magic powers. If it is stolen from her due to her carelessness, it is sometimes used as an amulet for curses. A curse on the king brings calamities to the kingdom. Consequently, you can say that this piece of hair is doubly important.
I see, this is grave indeed. Wait a second. That's where Saber's weakness is. Don't tell me that.
Shiro?
Hearing my name being called, I look up. Huh? Why does Saber look so prim?
You were kind enough to straighten my ribbon for me. But I do wonder why you would feel the need to stroke my neck repeatedly as you did so.
So that wasn't a very good excuse, was it?
Going as far as the nape. Shiro, what on earth could be the reasoning behind your actions?
Nothing really, Saber. My hand slipped a bit, that's all.
You were copying a feel.
It wasn't really my hand, but my morals that slipped first.
Oh, really? Shiro, does that mean you would simply stroke around a girl's neck as if it were nothing at all?
No, really. There's nothing to it. I'll bring over some snacks onto you. Just make yourselves comfortable here.
Please wait. Shiro, I would like to ask you to please look me in the eye one more time and answer my question.
I have a foreboding of certain doom. Don't tell me that Saber's immune to the allure of afternoon snacks?
Shiro, you are averting your eyes and being very quiet. I cannot help but develop some deep suspicions. Now answer. Why did you do such a thing? Do tell.
The intimidating atmosphere having developed a tinge of bloodlust is threatening to suffocate me. Looks like I'm stuck. Oh, this is fucking hell. I do not know what to do. That's so funny, actually. I don't think I can escape even if I tried. Looks like I had to answer her honestly. I was looking for a Gekirin.
Gekirin?
Seeing as you're a dragon type, I thought you might have that one scale on your body that grows backwards. I steal a glance at Saber. Ugh, an icy look.
I see. A scale, is it?
an icy cold voice. That's right. Legend said that if one touches it, the dragon will fly into a rage. Feeling awkward, I tried to avert my gaze, but I can't. I think I'll see sparks fly off of her any moment now. Here she comes.
Shiro,
Yes!
who do you think I am? To catch me, a knight and a swordsman, and check for a scale. There's no limit to how rude you can be. During those days, I would have thrown down the gauntlet, and I would throw down the gauntlet and duel the one who dares to humiliate me in such a way.
Her body's shaking. She's mad like never before.
Besides, how could you possibly mistake me for a dragon? Yes, I inherited the element of a dragon, but to treat me as one, I cannot believe you would be so ignorant. Making such a mistake as a master, you are pathetic.
A storm rages on. Alas, so this is how I will meet my end. Healed while being scolded. Dizziness assails me. Don't give up on me, Adono. There's still a chance for survival. No way. I'm still seeing these nasty illusions even now.
Finally, what on earth possessed you to start amusing yourself by looking for others' peculiarities? Such improper behavior is completely out of line. A sudden transformation after being touched. Do you really think that there is such a dark side to me? I do not hide my personality at all. You should know that very well, Shiro.
Saber's tension keeps rising with no limit in sight. At this rate, it won't be long before I'm kneeling for 10 hours straight, forced to prepare a Manchuan imperial feast, the grandest meal taken over 3 days and 3 nights for all attendees at once. Did you have a way out of this bind, oh Grandmaster? Hey! The enemy's pushing forward recklessly, neglecting to guard the rear. Sun Tzu once said, during battles, use the orthodox to engage, but use the extraordinary to attain victory. Basically, if you want to defeat her, you must make her stronger for a while, okay? Oh? Wait, Grandmaster! No, you're the reason behind this mess!
Shiro, are you listening?
I...
If you are listening, then I want you to correct your statement that you made a mistake by assuming such a scale ever grew on my body, and that I possess no such dark side. Say it. That you will never aspire to such delusions ever again.
Nothing. You were far too preoccupied with Miyako-kun, Saber. Your back was wide open, hilariously so.
Rin, what are you doing? There's a limit even to pranks.
No, that won't do. Miyako-kun, this is your last chance. Well, I do wonder where Saber's Gekirin could lie. I see. Her Gekirin is her weakness, so I just have to imagine a monkey being exhausted after having its tail caught. Needless to say, Saber's Gekirin is... Next instant, I stretch out my hand.
No, don't do it, Shiro.
Go. I'd like to see a weakened Saber.
Oh my god.
Encouraged by the responsible cheer, my left hand grasps for victory. I firmly seize the golden strand of hair. At that moment... Huh? An ominous chill courses through my body, as if the entire house turned into a freezer. No, it is no mere chill. This is the sound of Excalibur being released? Saber! Saber! The commoners are being blown away. God was here. He made sure to deliver divine punishment and departed like the wind. I gingerly lift my body. Thanks to Tosuka's mischief, I was flung into the air again. Ah, it hurts. I actually hit my back. Oh, that was horrible. What did I do to deserve this?
Nothing.
How can you possibly ask that with such a straight face? How could you? You definitely read what you sowed. And successfully tricked me into becoming your accomplice. But didn't that cheaper go in the end, didn't we? From what happened, we know without a doubt that Saber's Rin is that curly strand of hair. That's how it ended up being. Saber vehemently denied having anything like a Rin or flying off the handle because of it, but it turned out to be exactly like that. Looks like it's far from being a weakness though. Or rather, it may seem like a fault to the individual, but to the opponents like us, it is the worst strength ever. Saber actually blew both of us away indiscriminately. That's okay. One reason why Saber's the best in her class is the ability to remain calm. Getting angered easily means more openings for the enemy to attack. Yeah? Looks like she's itching to take Saber head on.
In a fight, right?
In a fight, right? I see. So that's why you wear red, Tosuka. You gain anything by me wearing red?
She's trying to bait people to attack her.
It's not so much me gaining as you losing. By the way, I thought Saber could have charged toward us by now, but she's being pretty calm. Now that you mention it, I thought she could definitely calm after you in her rage. Well, you just touched it, right? I wonder if her Rin only activates for an instant? That'd be fortunate for us. It's weird that we found the spot we were looking for, but I don't think I can bear with her raging for the entire day just because her hair was touched. It'd be switched from Saber to Berserker class. You're absolutely right. Saber being mad the whole time. I can't imagine it. If such a king exists, then I really pity the people working for him. Since we got our answer, let's go back. I bet Saber is still angry. We, better apologize to her. Tosuka, we'll do it together. Alright, I get it. I understand the situation perfectly. Her rage may have subsided, but her feelings are still hurt, I'm sure. I have to make an honest apology and swear to not touch Saber's curly hair in jest ever again. Hey, Saber! I call out to her. Saber responds calmly.
Shiro, is something the matter? Hi.
The corridor distorts around her. A suppressed killing intent. Her Rin-induced rage, mistakenly assumed to be her weakness, has subsided, but our Saber ended up undergoing a total killer-style transformation. She icily glares at the prey, which foolishly returned to the lion's den. Saber! Saber! We shudder in fear, in utter fear. That's not fear that Rin is feeling. That's not fear that Rin is feeling.
That's not fear.
That's
Look
not
at
fear.
that blush.
Oh my goodness, that's how we make her top? Saber does not twitch a single muscle. Her toad-like pretty face has turned into something extremely terrifying. Tosuka, I can't do it anymore! I really don't know what to do! Hey, that's cheating, Miyakun! You're the one saying we should apologize together! The prey goes around in circles. Finally, after seeing the Tosuka shield deployed and Miya shield deployed cycle on repeat for the nth time, the lion gets fed up with her antics.
Shiro, Rin.
Dark Saber steps in with no hesitation. I'm going to get you! I'm sorry, Saber! I took the jump to forward! Using Emiya as a shield, Tosuka flees Saber's view.
You are annoying, Rin. Did something happen to justify such a racket?
Oh? Saber sounds completely indifferent. The prey exchanges stupefied looks. Saber, what happened just now?
I do not remember anything. Shiro, do not ask me about it.
She answers plainly. It is difficult to comprehend, but Saber is not angry in the slightest, or is she? Saber, can I ask you something? What happened to your usual violence or the usual, color?
Are you saying there's something wrong with me?
No, not at all. Not the slightest bit out of place. You're the usual Saber. Isn't that right, Miyakun? I frantically nod in agreement.
Then there's nothing to discuss. Let us eat now. I shall change. Rin, provide a change of clothes for me.
Okay. Wait. Are we getting casual Salter? Wait.
Wow.
Hold on. Wait.
Wow?
Can my clothing be acceptable?
I like your attire, but I shall have some variety today.
Hosoka energetically shows Saber the way, while making sure to maintain a healthy distance between them. Wait. Miyakun, I'll buy us some time somehow. Just take care of the lunch, please. Keep it all alright. Oh my word, our lives are at stake here.
Oh my god. Rin.
Yes, ma'am, I'll be there in a flash. Weeping, Hosoka assumes the role of Saber's guide. This fucking game is everything.
I think I love this.
I'm counting on you. No matter how much time I have, I will never be able to cook a meal that could fully satisfy Saber. Not even Tosuka can keep stretching her patience for more than 30 minutes. According to Japanese legend, it was alcohol that an 8-headed giant snake, Yamato no Orochi, was eventually appeased with. Yeah, that's right. Meat, alcohol, and money are what's always been used on those guys since ancient times. Also women.
Yeah, me.
This has somehow fired me up. So my cooking will be used to calm down an angry giant dragon. The true worth of my cooking, the skill that I have honed over 10 years, everything's being put to the test. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
That is such a delightful outfit. Oh my god.
I have never seen this outfit before.
I have never seen this.
I have never in my entire life seen this outfit before.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. I love this.
Also
The ribbon.
New expressions as well. Oh my god.
This is an entirely new sprite.
Yeah. No, we hadn't. We had never seen this one. Now imagine Rin with it. Wow.
I'd rather not. I'm looking at the superior version. Oh my god. Look at it. I'm so happy.
Genuinely.
Sorry, I'm just drinking this in.
No, please, do drink it up.
It tastes horrible, Shiro. It took less than half a day for your abilities to disintegrate.
They touch the ahoge. Does this count as force femme? Does it? I think she very willingly femmed herself.
Yeah, no. Also, the collar I'm obsessed with. I love straight collars with lace peeking out. Oh.
That was way too harsh. I don't know what's worse. My 10 years of cooking experience have just been dismissed with a single bite, or that the one who did it was Saber, who always eats with a beaming smile. Saber of all.
This is heartbreaking!
You're crying. I understand how you feel, but now there's not the time. We need to do something fast. Leave me alone. Do you have an idea how wonderful the time I spent eating with Saber was? Spare me with some sympathy. It's true, I have no idea. Alright, just cry all you want.
Rin, that shoddy food that you never make, right? This is... I love this. Show it to Shiro.
The king's command is heard from the living room. You don't mean that.
Obviously, with lots of mustard. I love these expressions.
Tosaka, what is that? You can actually make something that Saber likes more than my seafood hot pot? There's no way she'd like it. Well, I'll teach you the recipe, seeing as that's what she desires. I'm sure you'll have no trouble at all making it. Tosaka opens the refrigerator with a disapproving look on her face. The ingredients are ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, ketchup, and mustard.
No.
Here it comes, baby.
There's no way. Is this why? Is this why?
Yeah, don't tell me. It's a
No.
dirt, cheap, simple food that fills one's stomach and nothing else. One of the top 3 contenders on the list of crude food that Saber hates the most. It is none other than...
hamburger.
munch, munch.
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
A powerful rhythm echoes around the living room. I made that exactly as instructed by Tosaka.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Saber does not say anything, but there's an extremely satisfied look on her face.
Oh my god!
She's a fucking hamster. She's a fucking hamster. She chew. Is that what they mean by it takes a king to know one?
Well, she's the Burger King.
Her Majesty Saber is eating the king of junk food, a hamburger, as if it were a mere snack. Munch, 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 munch. The refrigerator is almost empty now. Grasping the gravity of the situation immediately, Tosaka brings out her bicycle for a provisioning run. Is this the punishment for playing along with the devil? Tosaka cannot say those words, surely this couldn't happen. Still weeping, I continue to make hamburgers. I'm glad that Saber's eating my cooking happily, but why hamburgers of all things?
Shiro, seconds. I want a value meal next.
It really is like Saber to have such a vocabulary stake in her mind. One value meal coming right up. I need to smile even as I'm kneading the meat. An hour passes.
Takeuchi, I hope you sleep well tonight.
Until Saber is full, lunch does not end, and Smiles free policy remains in force at Makami, yes. Wallpaper added to the special menu. Chew wallpaper.
We have to go.
We'll check it out after this, since we are going to be looping and going back to the main menu. Rin in the station front. Is a plot.
Also would like to second. Saber definitely eats the pickles.
She does. She does. And more Rin in the temple gates.
It is a Rin
Issei?
kind of day.
Okay, which of the two Rins then?
I prefer the Rin on the right.
The right Rin. It is then. We need that Salter chewing as an animated thing somewhere. I have screen cap both frames. I will make it a GIF, and I will make a hyperspeed version of it as well, don't worry.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna die. Chat is very normal about this. We are very normal.
Chat's doing great.
Today has been a day, hasn't it?
Today has been a wonderful day of self-discovery, and I believe that we're all a little bit more open with each other now.
Let's take a look around here. I stop at the electro. Oh, no way! I stop at the electronics store.
A Radio Shack?
On a whim, I find myself wanting to check out the latest appliances. They're getting bigger and thinner all the time. A television with a particularly large screen catches my eye. One of these in our house could feel awfully out of place, couldn't it? It's true that we have a lot of people, but none of them are big TV watchers. There's an even bigger problem than it being out of place, though. Won't be able to get inside one of these. These being high voltage appliances, picking a broken one up to fix myself is just too dangerous. This is the one thing I have no choice other than to buy new. Speaking of new stuff, we could use one of these as well. The BZR we have right now is so outdated, it's practically a historic artifact. It's not as though we've ever had need of one so far, but I'd like to get a DVD recorder to poke around inside of too. If it isn't the Miyakun, what are you doing around here? Hey, Tosuka! What the heck brings you here? You think Salter should eat you? Wow.
What a controversial opinion.
The fried chicken Joni.
Is Joni the fried chicken?
Yes, of course.
Indeed.
An electronics store is the last place where I'd expect to run into this girl. If it were an antique furniture store or something, that could be more understandable somehow. Huh. So you're thinking of upgrading too, Tosuka? What are you talking about? I happened to see you over here, so I called out to you, that's all. Really? Yeah, I guess so. Of the products for sale here, anything more complicated than a vacuum cleaner seems like it could be way out of Tosuka's range. I seem to recall that I know someone who's unable to use any device with more than 10 buttons on it. By the way, that someone is Tosuka. Miyakun? You weren't thinking any rude comments just now, were you? Maybe a little bit. Come on, Tosuka. Everyone knows you are hopeless with machines. Is that what you're trying to say? Not hopeless exactly, but more like you just don't use them much in the first place. In fact, you go so far out of your way to avoid them that it's almost like you're allergic when it comes to machines. Sakura. She's mad. It's just how humans are. You don't know if speaking the truth to someone will result in joy or anger. Whoa, just kill her, why don't you? No, he's the one getting killed, don't worry. So that's how you see me, Shiro? What does it matter? We're able to handle pretty much anything else with these. A single flaw like that is nothing to sneeze at. Actually, speaking of fatal flaws, she's got another glaring one that comes to mind, but I don't dare speak it out loud. I suppose I should thank you for that. But having not a single weakness is my family's ideal. I can't just go, oh, I'm not good with these things and avoid them forever. I see. So having resolved that, you came here today in pursuit of knowledge. Is that it? We can talk about that later. I came here for a look after speaking with Ajako. I figured I'd better start by getting familiar with the cutting-edge models. Huh. Yeah, Mizusuri could definitely know a lot more about home electronics than me. She used to be the captain of the archery club, and she certainly has the air of a martial artist about her, but contrary to that old-fashioned image, Mizusuri does keep up to date with the latest in game centers and such.
I'm raising my hand like I'm waiting to be called on.
Yeah?
Tosaka shopping for electrical entertainment appliances. Call that homo electronics?
There were so many places I thought that was going to go. I thought you were going to either go into the sweet Ajako Gamer Blood, or maybe about another kind of electronic appliances wing wing that Rin could be trying to get for her and Mizusuri. But that's good
I didn't
too.
disappoint you, did I?
No! No! You could never disappoint me.
I take that as a challenge.
Well, you haven't been able to so far, so keep trying, girl. What was I? Right. The subject of the conversation fails to turn to Emiya doesn't do that, though, is somewhat annoying. According to archery club members, she can spend all night long playing simple, repetitive games. She grinds in WoW. She has a fucking WoW account and just grinds all night long there. So you came here to study up before your lesson with Mizusuri, huh? Well, something like that. I couldn't like it if people started seeing me as an old-fashioned or antique type of woman after all. You still done living in the 19th century, and I'm no Luddite, you know? Hey, I think over there, that's an LCD screen, right? What Tosaka's pointing to is the very same big screen liquid crystal TV I was looking at before.
Wow.
Good going, Tosaka. You sure got that one right. I wonder if she figured that out based on how thin it is. So do you know the difference between plasma and LCD then? A question like that could likely stop her in her tracks, so I opt to keep my mouth shut. You own a wine cellar. I saw you looking at it before. Emiya, are you thinking of getting it? I was thinking it would be nice to have one, but a purchase like that could have my wallet hurting for months. Besides, it doesn't really match the atmosphere of the house. Same with mine. Wait, these things cost so much? You could buy a 20-carat ruby for less than that. One look at the price tag makes Tosaka go pale. Having gemstones as her basis comparison seems awfully luxurious. In my case, I wonder how many months worth of her food budget it could take. It's canon that Ajako plays eroge. Wow. She's going to be playing those with Tosaka tonight all night long. She's studying for her.
I needed to know that, I think.
Just steal electronics and sculpt them for gems. Easy. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that's a little too rich for a blood, huh? I'm not especially dissatisfied with the small screen of the TV at home either. And that over there is a PCR, right? Tosaka's now pointing to. Too bad. No way! A rental video thing is shaped like that? Not the one you're pointing at. That's an ordinary DVD player. It doesn't have a record function. I lead Tosaka over to the recording equipment section and taking a look around. I don't blame her for being confused by all this. What are you talking about? This one's a standard player. Over here is an HDD DVD RW model, and this one is an HDD DVD RAM. Next to it is an HDD only recording unit, and over there is a CS Digital. In the midst of my explanation, I gradually realized that Tosuka is glaring at me with enmity. The Gulf War between Tosuka and I when it comes to the subject of magical knowledge on one hand and modern technical knowledge on the other is particularly apparent now. And the longer Tosuka stands here in this electronic store, the further away she somehow seems to be moving from the world. What kind of spells are those? Confusing, isn't it? It almost sounds like a spell to me too. And that's before you consider these Blu-ray and HD DVD things everyone is talking about. Ray of Blue? What? So where are the video thingies? Back there, there's still a demand for those even now. You should be able to tell one by a single glance, I think, which may be a bit harsh. It's like you take your eyes off of them for a moment and suddenly the varieties multiply. Makes me nostalgic for the golden age of VHS from my childhood.
Real.
So this thing, it's for recording TV programs? That isn't all it does, but yes. Tosuka, I bet you still believe you can have your soul stolen if someone took your picture with a camera. Of course. With certain modifications to the lens and the photographic paper, it's entirely possible to do that. Although it really only freezes it temporarily rather than stealing it.
She's so real for this.
Even if it was a digicam? A what, Clam? Tosuka murmurs.
Oh,
Realizing that she doesn't even know what digicam stands for leaves me incapable of delivering a witty comeback. Also, what is a DVD? Digital Versatile Disc, or DVD for short.
I really liked hearing his VA say that.
What's the difference between RAM and RW? Even though I was speaking so knowledgeably to her about this stuff, that one might be beyond me. I thought I could clearly explain the difference between the two. It seems that some people can get worked up into a nearly religious fervor over the finer points of these things, but having never really used either, it's outside the realm of my understanding. I'm sorry, but I don't really know.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
Oh, I love them. Bullshit, you knew what DVD stands for. Never saw a DVD RAM in your life? I need to say, I don't know either exactly what RW and RAM stand for exactly in DVD matters.
I feel like I thought it was ROM. Or is that another secret third thing?
We're all Shiro right now. There you have it. Read write. Oh, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Read access memory, you think? It's confusing for you, Shiro, then how can I possibly hope to understand? Oh, ROM is read-only memory, I see.
Oh.
If it's this confusing for you, Shiro, then how can I possibly hope to understand it? From my perspective, modern things like these really aren't far removed from magic. Come to think of it, I know there was some guy who once said that sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. I know that RAM is random access memory on computers. I don't know if it's the same for... Joni, please!
Joni.
Yeah, I have I think it must mean something for optical storage, but I don't know what. Come on, Tosuka, it's nothing to get so disappointed about. Humans have managed to survive this long without DVDs, have they? Could just as easily say the same of phones or TVs, though. So that doesn't really solve anything, does it? Honestly, I'm sure that you and Ajako must be constantly snickering behind my back at how hopelessly behind the times I am. I can definitely imagine Mitsusuri laughingly saying something like, "You're completely analog to her." It's not as though she could just shoot back with, "That's because I'm a magus after all, no matter how much she might want to." Are you buying one of those too, Shiro? I suppose I'd better, before the war over the TV channel at her house gets any worse. Still, they aren't exactly cheap. Got quite a large family to provide for over there these days, don't you? I guess that includes me as well. Kuzaka gives a small laugh, as though she's only just realized that she, too, is among those people. She's family, too. It's not like we're running out of room. We could even take in 2 or 3 more, frankly. You sure seem like you'd do well running a boarding house or a bed and breakfast at this rate, Emiya-kun. She said would, but that's pretty much what I've been doing already. At any rate, when the time comes that I'm able to strike out on my own as a magus, how will my life change from the way it is now? A life like that doesn't sound so bad to me. I'm not about to give you time to seclude yourself from the world or anything, so rest easy. Well then, there's no reason for us to hang out around here, so let's go somewhere else. Osaka seems to have unilaterally decided that I'll accompany her for today. Fine with me, although I can tell I'm in for a hard time later. Didn't get even halfway through with her so-called study of electronics, did she?
I really love that, like, she just doesn't know how to use computers. I think that's really charming.
It's so cute.
That
so
is
cute.
a trait I love. I think it's the La Sombra in Vampire the Masquerade have that same thing where they just don't use technology.
Yeah.
Let's check
me.
the wallpapers.
Just give me a moment. I need to remove the capture from the stream in case it is horny. Which I don't think, but just in case.
Just in case.
Maybe one? Ooh. I see. I think it's these 2. Oh, no, I think this one may have been already, but let me check just in case. We have this one, this here. This one here, okay. Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, is that the Disgaea artist? Oh my goodness, wait a moment. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Oh, wait, is this one we saw already? I'm pretty
no!
sure.
That's new.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's so cute.
Oh my goodness, okay. I got a few of these to show. 1 second. I know.
I think chat can shoot. I think chat can see.
Okay, first of all, there's this one. I don't know if this one was already there, but I'm pretty sure that this one wasn't. I'm pretty sure this one wasn't.
God, that's gorgeous.
It's really cool. Then we have, very importantly, the Salter, the Salter burger.
I love this so much.
And I don't think we saw this one.
That's so cute.
This one also has these 2 in the fucking background. Cute. I like that Berserker is just being used as fucking surfboard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this game continues being fucking incredible.
It's so peak.
It's so peak. Now, I do believe that I will have gone through everything in these first days, but I want to make sure while we go back and we get to the other Rin scene. Anger enemy residence. But it does seem like we have run out of things to do in every other day except the last day.
I think that means we're gonna have to start pushing for wrap-up very soon.
I mean, as soon as we do some of the plot events, we may open more things in the rest of days.
Oh, true.
Because we have 2 exclamation marks on the final day. That angle made it look like Rin was staring at Saber's ass. Yes, of course she was. It's going to be like 4 straight weeks of plot after this.
Can't wait. Can't wait, honestly. We've had our fun. It's time to pay for it.
And so, once more, we have Caster, we have plot, and we have the Ilya scenes in the castle. Then 3 months of fire food. God almighty. Any preferences here?
Let's get Castor out of the way.
Let's get the new out of the way then. Here, I brought the one you asked for, cookie crumble blueberry rare cheesecake, was it? Good work. Here, the money. Caster took the triangular crap without looking back, casually handing me a 500 yen coin. That's not quite enough. It was 80 yen more than that. Hey. No good, she's not listening. I have no choice but to just eat my own share. Mine is the cleric's recommendation. Banana with fresh chocolate caramel cream. Delicious. This really is tasty. Even considering how hungry I was, it's superb. Even the name is excessively long. These crepes they make nowadays sure have the taste of extravagance to them. I only thought about it after leaving, but that food cart seems to have a good reputation. I think Sakura might have mentioned it before. Even though it seems abnormally high in calories, it's easy on the stomach. Sakura had better avoid it. Now then. Caster, on the other hand, stuffs her mouth greedily as if the taste is unimportant, crushes the wrapper into a ball, and throws it behind her. Oh. I let out a sigh while catching her garbage, and lovingly send it into the waste bin with an overhead shot. She's glued to a van parked along the street, secretly spying on 2 people walking together a little further away. The first, Caster's silent husband, KUZUKI Soichiro. The other, my unfaithful older sister figure and teacher, Fujimura Taiga. Oh my fucking god. I'm going to explode. I'm going to fucking explode.
I think this one's gonna be interesting.
NTT, never trust Taiga.
No.
They're technically work associates, I guess. Yeah. Come to think of it, while on the way to meet Issei at the temple, I was caught by this witch, forced to stand up my appointment, and have been marching around the city like this for about an hour and a half. Unfaithful in this context is crazy work. I wonder what Steve is up to. No, they're not even blood related, never mind.
It doesn't even count. Why bother?
Shiro, you can just call her a homewrecker. Issei's probably furious right now. Before I realized it, somehow we've left Miyama City, and we are in the middle of Shinto. We made our way across the big bridge, moving from pillar to pillar on the roadway to hide ourselves, all while being continually peppered with blaring car and truck horns. If those 2 haven't noticed us already, I can't help but think that there's some sort of magic at work. I love this little sprite of Shiro so much.
It's so good. They're getting a lot of use out of it, this read specifically.
Yeah? The saying, a young maiden is blinded by love, seems to hold true. Why does that feel off somehow? Maybe something to do with the phrase young maiden? Along with the target, we continue to move forward. Okay, so like, I didn't want to say anything before, but with the meal and now just hanging out while they're spying on these two going around, is this a Castor date technically?
Like, kind of.
I poke Castor's shoulder as she's standing in the shadow of a bus schedule sign. Hey, Castor. I'm still not entirely sure what the point of this whole tracking operation is. No response. Castor! Again, no response. Hey, Cassie, come on already.
Cassie?
The heel of your heels is breaking. Mission.
Cassie.
Innocent little jacket wearing your boy. Oh, what is this? We're just saying something. What? Sorry. No. Shut up, Shiro. I need to go back one moment.
So I
many
do
things.
actually really need to highlight what she just said, but continue.
Casco. But also, specific, not graphic, specifically.
God, that's good.
I love Shiro just getting like that.
Now, this one.
Well, it's just. Could you possibly share with me one more time why I've been roped into your little stalker roleplay? Little? She grabs me by my neck and pulls me in front of her underneath the shadow of the plaza's object art. A blue flame can be seen burning in her eyes. You don't have very good memory, do you? It should be obvious. I'm keeping an eye on that adulteress. I must guard Soichiro-sama from any misfortune and prevent him from doing anything he might regret. I'm telling you, that's the part I don't understand. Yeah, but you know, that's Fujimura Taiga over there, right? Yes? Why else would I have her guardian here to take her into custody?
Her guardian?
Guardian? Custody? Is Fujine some kind of heinous criminal? Ma'am, you held her in a sensual vampire first pose. She did!
She literally did.
Well, I'm not going to disagree that I look after her. The problem lies somewhere else. Next to her. That's Kuzuki-sensei, right? Indeed. It is Soichiro-sama. You mentioned something about misfortune and doing things he may regret. Meaning... Oh, foolish. Obviously, I was referring to the situation that naturally occurs when a man and a woman are alone together. Maybe it's too early for a boy like you to understand. So you're saying that? Soichiro-sama's heading inside the building. Let's go. Walk. I'm led by the neck at a bent posture from hiding place to hiding place while stealthily following them. Wow. On the other side of the street, a kid with his family points at Lazarus. What do you think you're looking at, child? I'll turn you into a pig. Eek. Don't say things like that with such a serious look on your face. Calm down, Castor. Listen, as far as I know, here in Fujuki City, no, maybe even all of Western Japan, the last person you'd ever need a marital investigation, household search, or whatever for is none other than Miss Fujimura Taiga you see before you. Oh. Even my boss's daughter at work could be more realistic than Fujine. No, I think Neko is actually like Neko was kind of going for it, wasn't she?
Like a little bit. I'm sorry. Nyachu is the cutest thing.
Come on, sneeze like a cat, hon.
Why did that instill, like, the urge to fight you for some reason?
Ooh, is it getting hotter in here, or is it just me?
Like, who do you think you are to talk to me that way?
Wow. I raise my right hand trembling with the command spell and I say, "Your master?" ?
Loving the confidence.
Thank you. Neko's with Issei's brother? Of course she is.
What's this, Neko-kun? Caught a cold? It's a good idea to drink at times like these.
That's strange. Which one was which? No. Whatever the case, that's just unrealistic. But even after my insistent explanation, Caster's eyes don't show even a trace of understanding. You're trying to insist that this tigress is harmless? However, the fact of those two setting such an obvious tryst on display makes you not convincing in the slightest. I'm telling you, that's... Come to think of it, what is Fujine doing? I thought she had just wandered off early this morning. Well, I think this has to do with work, preliminary inspections or something. There's supposed to be a day off for Homurahara. If he's doing extra work or overtime, Soichiro-sama tells me without fail. Oh, that's a newly word for you. I'll consider it. Why, yes, he certainly is. I'll be late. Eat without me, please, he would say. Oh. In Fujine's case, overtime means Shiro, pork curly, lunchboxes, cabbage, extra large portion on the double. How I envy you. I wish I could gaze upon Soichiro-sama as he works. In class, does Soichiro-sama speak? Well, if you didn't talk, then it couldn't be much of a lecture. That sounds so nice. What does? Listening to him in class. It must be such a sweet and pleasant way to pass the time. I don't know about that. I mean, it's an ethics class. As expected, Kuzuki-sensei doesn't seem to talk much at home. Aster doesn't seem unsatisfied, but deep down she probably wants to hear his voice more often. Maybe she should put on a student uniform and wow. Wow. Alright. Then treat this as a rehearsal. Let's go and greet them, just like we could heading into the staff room. Then, no sooner than I start walking, my arm is pulled back. Hey, Wedge! Turning around, I see Caster shaking her head vehemently from left to right. No, absolutely not. Why not? My ignorant child. Oh, I should have waited the return of her husband and... The moment Caster raises her voice, Kuzuki-sensei abruptly turns around. Oh, Sensei, do you have hay fever? I heard that's totally in autumn these days. I don't have any problems though.
No, just for a moment I thought I heard a familiar voice.
More people gossip the worse the pollen gets, you know?
Is that a new urban legend?
Have to close. So you really do have doubts about Kuzuki-sensei? Hiding behind the shop's clothing display, Caster scowls. I never said anything of the sort. And so, you don't want your husband to know that you have those doubts about him. Got it? Whatever happened to you? I seem to recall you having more of a charming docility to you, boy. Wow! Shiro's charming docility.
So submissive. I'm twirling my hair.
By which you mean gullibility? It's kind of upsetting. They say you should take a fresh look at a man you haven't seen for even 3 days. I've changed. My house has turned into a den of schemers. Spend enough time there, and whether you like it or not. Really, what could those two be doing? They're moving again. Master? She's not listening. She's gone. Seriously though, I'm getting hungry. I think it's about time I go home. Caster turns around in a flash, sinking her nails into my shoulder. Just hold one moment! That hungry character act is only cute when Saber does it. For a man, it's unsightly. God almighty. Well then, good luck on the rest. Wait.
Please replay that. Holy shit. That's so cute.
They wobble. They wobble. Wait. Holding onto my leg, Custer gets pulled along, sliding across a smooth floor like a snow sled.
That's so precious.
1 second. That is just way too good. And there we go. Oh, captured! Just in time. I had to get them before they left. I fucking love this game. Same, Jody, same. Interesting to consider this from the perspective of Medea Smith. Whatever excuses and explanations Jason had, he did leave Medea for another woman. Yeah. If an older woman told and then begged me to tag along as her errand boy in a gossipy little hunt, I could struggle to show the strength of character Shiro is showing. I disregard her and walk briskly. It's not like I don't understand your worries, Caster, but it's not a good hobby, following people around like this. Oh my
Now
goodness.
that's precious.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Look at her.
She's such a fair woman.
She sucks so bad. I love her.
But shocked at seeing Caster sitting formally on her knees and in tears, I finally stopped moving. What if I followed them by myself? I could look suspicious, or maybe even like a mistress trying to have an illicit love affair with someone else's husband. You actually think that? But come on, it's not that bad. The only risk is a bit of police questioning. Don't be embarrassed. All you have to do is come right out and say it. Oh. I think I love her. I think I love her. I'm KUZUKI Medea, that man's legitimate wife. It's just like that. KUZUKI Medea is really funny, though. Caster was in the midst of staggering, but she suddenly lifts her head. Wait, whoa. That was not... Once more? Something once more. She's actually using something in English, but I didn't get the first word. An encore. What? French? Oh, he was asking for him to say it again. KUZUKI Medea? KUZUKI Medea.
This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It's so nice. Perfect. That's it. KUZUKI Medea. I must have Assassin carve that into the nameplate when I get back.
God, she's so precious.
Hang on. You're still a freeloader there, you know? Master is twirling about like a spinning top with both arms wide open. Oh my god. Everyone, I am KUZUKI Medea.
She sounds like her teeth are grit. Like she's having an episode.
You're shining, Castor. Though you've also become a suspicious person for real now. Actually, seems to be about her wits' end. So one more slight poke might be all it takes for her to blow her top. Hey, where'd Fujine and KUZUKI-sensei go? The dumb tigress! She gave me the slip! They're coming back. Get down! Yeah. It's kind of pathetic how accustomed I've gotten to hiding myself at this point. Both of them are retracing their steps, returning from the shopping mall's restaurant area. For making you walk, I hope I haven't upset you.
Walking doesn't bother me at all.
What do you want to bet that he's asking Taiga for help in picking some gift for Medea?
I'm praying that's the case.
It's a relief, don't worry. We'll get it right this time for sure. Yeah, she is. And if you notice her tone of voice, she's being very serious right now too. She's being like work-oriented. In the end, the two of them leave the shopping mall and head off in search of their next destination. A new rank, yeah! Now that I look at them, all of the restaurants are completely crowded during the holiday lunch hour. However, they're not so packed that they couldn't sit two more people. They've been following this pattern for a while, haven't they? Just before they get into a store, they turn and leave. It's not like any of them are closed. Boy, is that? I'd like to graduate from boy anytime now. In that case, Junior. Junior! Caster is pointing at the exit of an Italian chain restaurant. There are three girls wearing school uniforms. It's Sakusa and her friends. It's like they're on their way to or from the club activities. Caster's expression becomes grim. So I thought, they're trying to stay out of sight. Boy? Junior? Why are you hiding all of a sudden? Finally decided to flee? She gives me a cold look as I cling to the back of the escalator. No, as much as I like to go, I have my own circumstances. If those girls see the two of us together like this, explaining things could get complicated. Caster bites her lip. You men are such... Oh crap. Looks like I've gone and made things complicated anyway. Damn it. Whose fault does she think this is? It's sorry. They could have gone far. Let's wait a little... Ooh! Once again, she briskly pulls me along by the scruff of my neck. I'm exposed, naked to the public view. I'm going to scream. I'm going to
This
scream.
is such a shot.
I'm going to fucking scream. I'm going to fucking scream. Behind me, I feel like I can hear Makidara's, "Oh, tomorrow's the morning newspapers from page is mine," and Segu says, "Eh? What is it, Maki-chan?" And Himura's, but now it's not the time to worry about that. Oh. Where the hell did they go? Now that we've run as far as halfway around the mall, she starts yelling at the parking lot security guard. She really doesn't care how this looks anymore, does she? Isn't that them? Right this moment, the two of them have just climbed up the log staircase of what looks like a cottage-style store and are disappearing inside the door. Isn't that a coffee shop? Seems so. Oh, what a relief. It's not a love hotel. Now let's go. Yes, of course. I value my bangs. And to tell you the truth, I value my life even more. Gee, that mysterious blade is sure is sharper than you'd expect. With precise timing, we slip in through the shop's open door right as another customer is leaving. The waitress attempts to greet us, but becomes completely rigid after the first syllable. It's almost as if she was stared down by Ryder. Behind Castor, I put my index finger to my mouth and appeal to the waitress with desperate eyes. If not for that, I'm afraid she may have mistaken us for a duo of robbers and reported us to the authorities. Fortunately, that does not happen. In any case, we are customers. We have no intention of causing any trouble. Would you please show us to the most inconspicuous seating arrangement? Please, don't worry too much about this woman. I try my best to explain all of this with gestures. The result is that my sincerity and enthusiasm seem to reach the waitress, and she leads us to a table situated as far from other customers as possible. Thanks to that, she hasn't come back to take her orders. I look around the tidy interior of the shop and see that Fujine and Kuzuki-sensei are situated diagonally across the room from us next to a window. Thanks to that thick pillar standing in the middle of the room, they haven't noticed us, I hope. The ambience is that of a true coffee shop. Calm and relaxing. We might be able to overhear their conversation if we listen carefully. Nice positioning. Is that fucking Lancer? Is that fucking Lancer? Is that fucking Lancer?
Your order.
Sometime after the two of us sit down, a waiter finally decides to show up at our table. I scan through the menu in a hurry. Ale? Restlessly eavesdropping on her target's conversation, Caster rudely gives her selection with her back still turned.
Is that gonna be a ginger ale?
Absolutely nothing with ginger in it. In that case, wine.
Very sorry, ma'am. If you want to order any alcoholic beverages, you have to wait till after 5 p.m.
This shop has nothing then? Fine, water will do.
The store is known for its black teas, so...
There's also trying hard, it seems. As for me, I like out of doing battle with this many that's devoid of explanations as soon as possible. I at least know what Asam and Kimon are. What the heck are Nogura Aliyah and Lapsang Sushang? Local greetings? Newcomer servants? As someone with an interest in cooking, my curiosity is piqued.
If I may, we have an Irish-style blend, which was made especially for today. And...
These just colored water. It's all the same.
no wonder she can't fucking cook.
Could you mind just being quiet for a minute? If you want your order, that boy over there will have 2 or 3 cups or something. How cruel, that's too much. She owes tea lovers everywhere an apology, and me while she's at it.
A word, if I may, ma'am. Did you know that in Ireland, they say that tea is thicker than blood? Hi, you.
That's right, you tell her. That's the first time I've heard that say- Wait, oid you? I look up from my menu in a panic and...
Oh, look at that outfit! So well dressed. Wow.
Wow.
You ain't ordering anything, but you still want to order me around like a real customer, do ya? Was it this here ignoring me, huh?
A moment. Oh no, he's hot. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
this
he's
Cuddy
so
fuck is the
fucking hot.
perfect
Oh my
addition.
God,
Yeah. There you go.
Swapping out my Fujoshi dog name tag with Yume Joshi dog.
Lancer? The one holding Custer up by her ear is
Wow.
unmistakably Lancer. You're thinking about the elf you're tugging.
Yeah, you guys are actually pretty smooth, aren't you?
Look at that cocky fucking
Look at
smirk.
that smug fucking face. Some kind of secret meeting behind your man's back?
No, that's not it! What a thoughtless thing to say. I would never. Lancer, change jobs again? My recollection is extremely vague on this matter, but as I remember, Lancer was working somewhere else.
Yeah, the manager at the last place begged me in tears.
Oh man.
My god. My own base has got the flowers and stuffed toys and stuff. I got a severance pay line all over the place.
I see. Isn't that just making him clean up? I don't care, just get your dirty fingers off of me!
Oops, my bad.
Every single expression is better than the- oh, the wrong one. It's better than the last. Ah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sorry.
Come on, read.
I wanted to try feeling those ears just once.
I know what you mean, Lancer.
Right?
I reach out a hand instinctively, and Custer's ears twitch. They moved?
They moved.
How rude. Soichiro-sama is the only one who can touch my ears. Oh no.
Huh? So he's touched them, has he? That's exactly what I was thinking. That means he does it. Oh my god, it's an intimate thing for her. That's exactly what it is. It's about...
Shut your mouth, you stray mutt. Mongrel cur. Dogs that can be tamed should be chopped up and used as shark bait. Use gas chambers nowadays, no. It's fine as well, not for the dogs.
That's a spirit, Miss Witch. Now ain't you acting more like yourself?
One moment, that is such a happy sprite.
I'm gonna throw up. I love him so much. Now then, you're not actually gonna tell me you came here to order water, right?
Pastor and I suddenly come to our senses and look at each other. Bringing up the menu as a shield, we quickly hide our faces behind it. Looks like there's some noisy customers today. As we went through all the trouble of trying to find a place that looked quiet. By the way, how does that noodle very taste, Sensei?
It's newgiri.
They didn't notice us, I think. Apparently not. Esther's face comes very close to mine, and I can see that she's broken into a cold sweat. Though she has been crying and fuming for the last while, now that I look at her closely, she really is an unbelievable beauty. Would someone really leave a wife like this alone to go fooling around with another woman?
What are you two doing? Don't want another customer to spot you?
Lancer smirks as he watches us. Actually, the truth is... Say anything you don't need to. Okay, boy. Order anything you like. We'll look suspicious otherwise. This time you're going to pay for it, right? You'll take separate bills, obviously. I didn't come here for a date with you, boy. Then what are you here to do? Commit a crime?
How about this? It's a Kenyan Rwandan blend. I tried it, it's surprisingly tasty.
Fine, we'll go with that, two of them. Caster tries to shoo Lancer away. What staggering rudeness.
Understood. Just one moment, please.
Lancer steps back in a very well-mannered fashion. He's acting like a genuine waiter. He's so courteous, it makes me wonder if he isn't more suited toward the service industry. Just as I'm about to forget he's a servant, the numbers on the menu bring reality crashing down on me. 1, 7, circle, circle. Huh? What? 1700 yen? There are beverages that expensive enough to have commas enterprises? I guess they provide a whole pot, but one cup still shouldn't cost more than 500 yen. Not to mention the bottom of the menu is filled with prices over 2000 yen. They drink several servings of this a day? Ireland! What an amazing country! That explains how cheap junk food like fish and chips became a staple in their diet. Now then, I concentrate on listening in on the conversation at the table of the two in question. As usual, Kuzuki-sensei isn't saying anything, while Fujine is talking up a storm. Still, something seems completely out of place with her tone. There's tension mixing with her voice, like she doesn't know how to bring up what she really wants to talk about. Asher throws them a glance while stooping downward. Up until now, it seems like they've been avoiding places where there are students or others who may know them, don't you agree? I think so, probably. Though with the mistakes Fujina tends to make, she could just as easily gone looking for a restaurant and ended up at a laundromat. Is that even possible? Entirely possible. She could have been lured by a grand opening sale sign. That couldn't possibly be the reason. If she has any deeper reasons than that, it would mean that everything I've ever thought I knew about the specimen of Homo sapiens known as Fujine has been wrong. And when she came out of that model shop shouting it wasn't because of the epoxy was sold out. Huh? They stopped by a model shop? That's right. Epoxy? Why is Shiro Sama with a woman like that? Caster bites her nails. No. Like I said, don't look too deeply into it. It wasn't sold out. Even though this is such a high-class shop, I've never been so uncomfortable. Fujine, this is all because you didn't take action early on to clear up this misunderstanding. Quickly, just start saying something teacherish. I'm depending on you. Do it!
I really love Caster's whole deal as being, like, a girl who's really insecure about her marriage despite there being kind of no reason to. It's really cute.
It's the trauma, baby. Then, right next to my elbow that's resting on the table, as I pray, unlimited blade. Wait, I mean, a face appears.
It'll get cold.
Answer? When did... I didn't even notice you. Steam rises from the cups as Lancer sets up tea for Chu without so much as making a sound.
Who do you think I am?
To be honest, to be fair, the literal god screwed her over on the last one. Yeah.
Okay, fair. I'm the son of the light of Ulster, the waiter of the king's spear. Drink up before it gets bitter.
Did you mean to tell me you brewed this?
Like I said, I'm the waiter. The brewing was done by that spooky old man hiding in the back kitchen.
Lancer squats surreptitiously near the table and narrows his eyes.
Your targets are those customers? That's KUZUKI, ain't it?
The atmosphere changes. Even I can feel the overpowering pressure she's aiming at the spearman without looking up from her teacup.
Aye, stop it.
Sorry, but Guy Blend, It Will Pierce Shiro's Heart Again is really good.
That's really funny.
While acting innocent, Lancer freely pours from the pot of tea.
That was a good noise.
It really was.
I haven't stooped low enough to turn my spear against a customer, no matter how badly I want to. I'd get canned again, which I'd rather avoid if possible.
Sure take your job seriously.
That I do. I'm a diligent soldier.
Wagging your tail for your employer is the only skill you have, dog.
Yeah. Hold on. It's best if you don't mix anything in.
Keeping her stiff expression, Castor brings the cup to her lips. Then, her expression softens in surprise. Her ears twitch again. It's good. It's true. This is... Oh, no wonder it's so pricey.
Right, what'd I tell ya?
He gives a self-satisfied smile. The tea swirling inside the cup has a very dark copper-like color, yet it is also completely transparent. There is barely even a hint of bitterness in the flavor as well. There's even a slight sweetness. With this, it's actually better without milk. This flavor is the very essence of tea. The malicious aura surrounding Gaster dissipates and she lets out a sigh and relaxes her shoulders. The background sounds return.
By the way, it's my first time meeting your master, but I recognize the lady he's sitting with.
Oh?
She's my fishing pal, after all.
They fish together. They fish together.
Go! I
They
love
don't-
that they're drinking buddies. She mostly does the eating, though.
So that's why. Embarrassed, I bury my face in my hands.
Now let's see Paul Allen's tea.
Sounds just like her, that thieving tiger. Sorry, I'm an accomplice.
Hey lad, it's about time you fill me in.
And they were fish mates. Oh my god, they were fish mates.
It's about time you fill me in. Is he gonna... Oh, okay, I thought this was gonna be about Taiga. Like, he was gonna be like, hey, like, what's she like? What's going on with all this?
I give a brief recount of running into Guster and the circumstances leading to us stealing Fujine.
I get it now. That's how it is. Caster's right to be worried.
Your understanding is appreciated. However, it has an unpleasant persuasive power coming from you.
Alright, then I guess I'm off to do a bit of snooping.
Wait, Lancer!
Come on now, the investigation service is on the house.
He's playing detective. He's their man on the inside.
How about another serving of tea?
Give me a no, I mean, Please, it was really delicious. She almost slipped into the tiger mode.
Uh-huh.
She's holding back so bad because Kuzuki's there. But are refills included?
On this day of the week, at this time, we offer refills to customers wearing stripes.
Stripe service?
Yep.
That's too bad. Next time you wear stripes too, Sensei.
Indeed.
Soichiro-sama, you're under a strip. Forget it. I really don't think he needs you to tell him. I'm gonna fucking choke.
Excuse me, but have the young wife and I met before?
Wife? That's not... Oh my!
Oh, did I jump to the wrong conclusion? They match each other just like a pair of teacups. I was sure you were a couple.
Did you hear that? Oh jeez, what to do?
She's dragging Rule Breaker through the table.
Stop the table! Oh my god! Put away the switchblade! It's a state of emergency, would you dare? Request heavy support ASAP. Table's not much more than a kindling now. Oh wait, could you possibly be Mr. Aloha shirt?
Ah, it seems you finally noticed.
Wow, you're completely different. I could barely recognize you.
An acquaintance of yours.
Yes, I'll introduce you. We often meet at the wharf and he shares the fish that he catches with me. He's an amazing fishing expert despite the shirt.
Hmm. You speak too highly of me.
It seems like you don't have any fish today. Is it because you're not wearing the shirt? That logic.
That would be because I'm in the middle of my shift. By the way, the shirt has nothing to do with the fishing itself.
With that, Lancer and Fujine start talking about the different kinds of black porky caught at the harbor, enthusiastically discussing different methods to gut them and drain the blood. The complexions of nearby customers turn pale in an instant.
I want fish so bad.
Eventually, the young waitress we met earlier pokes Lancer in the back and leads him back to the restaurant's interior. And so we wait a few minutes. Lancer makes his way back to our table, smiling brightly.
Alright, I think I got the gist of things now.
Really? It kinda looked like you were getting yelled at back there.
Just a little. Well, it's like this.
Bending over again, he brings his face close to Castor's.
Bites your ear. You be quiet and watch carefully. It'll clear itself up.
Obviously, it will take more than that. She hits the tip of Lancer's nose with the menu.
You saw through me, huh?
Indeed, I know your type especially well.
Oh? Actually, I have a good nose for sniffing out the intentions of others. But to be honest, I have no flipping clue what that weird lady's thinking.
He forcefully asserts this.
Kazuki's another matter. I think I got him figured out.
You didn't get a single word out of him, though.
Even so.
Tell me what you found out.
Let's see. Well, he's the type who's happy being used by women. He's acting too helpful, listening to selfish requests and opening his wallet too easily. Unhappiness feels good to him. He's some kind of masochist.
Wog!
Wog? Sure, you're a man and a woman, but your relationship first and foremost is that of master and servant. That's some freaky stuff, right?
What are you looking at me for? Caster bites her lip and turns away. Nobody asked you.
Oh? You mad?
I am simply ashamed of myself for lending an ear to your nonsense.
Harsh. I'm just talking about that rumor I heard about you playing at being a married couple at Ryudo Temple.
We... She turns to him, her anger showing on her face for a brief moment. However, she falters, turning her face away again. She was probably about to say we're not playing, but she wasn't able to. As if he sees this, Lancer keeps going.
Don't kill her. Give it up. The bonds between people ain't some tangible thing. It's best not to take them seriously.
Lancer, are you trying to throw the KUZUKI household into disorder?
Huh? Hey now, don't make that face too loud.
Lancer scratches his head, disheveling his hair.
My bad, guess the way I put that was kinda crude. My point is to take it easy. I don't need to get so worked up over this whole married couple thing. Just be tired all the time. You finally got some time to play around. If you make the same mistake again, are you gonna be able to recover from that?
Ooh, cool.
Thanks.
Lancer?
Dude. Well listen, even I've been a married man, father of a child too. People have all kinds of different ways of thinking. You can learn a lot from listening to them. Just for argument's sake, let's say he's having an affair. Everyone makes mistakes. Something gets you worked up, find yourself wanting to cut loose and forget about it. If he did that, you being the way you are now, you'd never forgive it. Hell, who knows what you'd do? But would you really let go of everything over one mistake? That's one fragile relationship.
Strong couple then is one who would compromise on anything.
Exactly. Rowan branches are real flexible, which makes them strong. Neither storms nor snow can break them. Let's say you have a lake, built a little dam. If a little water gets through now and then, it's not going to dry up the lake or bring the sky falling down on you.
This Lancer is encouraging her in his own way. That said, a drawback of having three people talking while ducking low and clinging to a table is that it's impossible to create a serious atmosphere. Your partner must also have to let off some steam once in a while, so even if you were to have an affair, it shouldn't matter. That seems to be your excuse. However, even if you have secret oaths that you can never yield, do you not? Though perhaps you think those exist only between men.
Sacred oaths, eh? Sure, I had a few of those, the unbreakable kind and all. The thing about those, though, is that you're not meant to think too hard about them. You keep them, and that's it. Questions about whether they're right or wrong, best saved for your deathbed. Only exists between men, huh? Marriage should be between a man, and that's that.
I wish I existed between men. Wow.
Wow. I wish I was an unbreakable bond between men.
Lancer speaks of ties that bind, which cannot be yielded to another. Well, he's a dog after all, so... Anyway. He's saying
Jesus Christ.
He's saying that these are not something to be analyzed, but something to accept and abide by in silence. This is the biggest difference between the spearman and a certain bowman. Both are obliging people, but the latter points out every error in attempting to help others improve. The former approves of even the errors and helps by covering for them without saying a word. No matter how many I've lived before now, this is the only life I have. One such as yourself, who lives like a vagabond without an established master, will probably never truly feel alive.
Well, maybe. Life is a cycle, after all. That aside, those two over there seem ready to start the main event.
Just as he says, when I take a look, I can see Fujine clumsily propping up her elbows on the table and locking her fingers together. He's a sentry and scout prodigy after all. No matter what the situation, his eyes are always alert. By the way, about why I brought you here, I really appreciate you coming here today. There's actually something I want to discuss with you, Kuzuki-sensei. How do you feel about me as a woman? Wait, hold on. 1 second.
That's a great face.
That's an incredible face. With a dull sound, Castor grips Lancer's ear fiercely. Lancer looks like he's screaming, but no sound is coming out. His piercing is going to be ripped out. It's a relief I'm not sitting beside her. I can't believe I say that. My apologies. There must have been a better way for me to say it, but you know me. I'm sorry, really? It was a bit sudden, I know, but I'd really like to hear how you honestly feel.
How I feel.
No, it was to be you. I said I give. Hey, Cassie. Oh, it's being torn right off. Castor's eyes are wide open, but somehow my worried face and Lancer's image, contorted in agony, aren't in her field of vision at all. She's trembling all over.
I don't quite understand. Could you please walk me through it from the beginning?
Oh, that's right, I'll tell you. I keep doing that. Fujine slaps her cheeks and downs her tea in one gulp. That's right, I'm begging you, Fujine. Calm down. Lancer's ear's life hangs in the balance. Truth is, the other day I had a consultation with a student. It was a girl, love travels, you could say. I had these kind of discussions in the past before. It's definitely not the first time. No, it doesn't happen regularly either. Well, of course, I felt honored as a teacher that she could come to me about something like that. Giving it my best in my own way, I listened patiently and then thought things through with her. I'm a little relieved that the conversation we're hearing seems to be moving away from the worst case scenario I was imagining. Castor has released her hold on Lancer's ear, and he's now squatting on the floor and clutching the side of his... I'm so sorry, Lancer.
Poor guy.
Oh, pitiful spearman. Be thankful that you still have both your ears. But, you know, the times they were really thankful, so I guess I kinda got full of myself.
Meaning you weren't successful.
Yeah. It's not as though she went so far as to hate me, but even when I talk to her now, she no longer confides in me like before. Like, she had lost faith in me.
I won't say a word of this to anyone.
Thank you. Fujine is starting to tear up a little. Something like that happened? I never knew. And ever since then, something she said to me has been weighing on my mind. I thought that maybe this time I'd be the one asking someone for help. Well, it's pretty pathetic of me, though. Aww.
What were you told?
Well, that girl said to me, you don't have a boyfriend and it's like you're divorced either. There's no point in talking to you.
Meaning you can't give good advice with poor life experience.
Right. He's back up.
So then she singled out Kazuki for some dangerous adult fun. And now she's ready to try her hand at a steamy life of adultery. Way to go, lady.
The blade of a knife suddenly appears just under the nose of Lancer's self-satisfied face. Like, would you like these two nostrils to become one?
The heart? The heart? Oh my god. Oh my god.
What was that bottom noise, Lancer? I agree that I'm really inexperienced, but you know.
This has affected so much about how I view him.
She said something else. This one really hit home. Since you like everyone and everyone likes you, you wouldn't understand. No one's ever told you I don't really think anything about you, right? You can't even imagine someone avoiding you, right? That's what she said. You know what it's like to be like somebody, whether it's about a boy or a girl? But what she wanted to say wasn't that, but... yeah?
Faced by Taiga? If not like, then hate, or nothing at all. She was looking for a clear decision without any middle ground.
Well, if you want to be blunt about it, that's about right. That kind of thing isn't part of my life. In Fuyuki City, no, maybe in all of Western Japan, I might be the last person who'd ever have anything to do with romance. No, that's not. And now he's regretting the way that he talked about her.
I can't promise that I'll be helpful.
That's it. There are plenty of other teachers with experience dealing with romance, but for them it's, forgive me, something in the past. I'm a bit uneasy about asking them for help when I'm not sure if they can. You know, relate? She must not have wanted them to treat her worry as something that she would get over with time. Maybe the student who asked Fujine for help felt the same way. I think she should have some more self-confidence than that, but... Kuzuki-sensei, you've only just gotten married. In other words, I should mean pretty much nothing to you. Oh, Caster nods strongly. Lancer is nodding his head along with her. Thanks to that, he still has two nostrils. That's why today, I want you to tell me what it is about me, not as a teacher but as a woman, that makes you have no interest in me. I know, I'm already aware that this is a completely unreasonable request. But you're the only one who seems like he would put serious thought into this. You see, I have this idea that there's a lot of reasons behind why someone might not think anything about someone. I need you to check me, Kuzuki-sensei. Like, she's rude, or she has no fashion sense, or she eats too much, or she eats and then just falls asleep, or she's a tiger.
It's all of those things.
So, sorry. I'm just rambling endlessly on my own, aren't I? Could you like some tea? I love Taiga so much, though.
Taiga's so good. Yes.
Just Kuzuki-sensei being his quiet self. But more importantly, it's a tough question indeed. Fujine calls over a waitress and orders another one of the strange teas. When I turn my line of sight back in front of me, Caster, now free from her suspicions, is wearing an expression as clear as the autumn weather. Lancer, on the other hand, has a sober look on his face, as though trying to work through Fujine's difficult problem. Soichiro-sama, you could have just said you were going to assist a colleague with her troubles. I can't keep a secret. Still, that's so kind to be looking out for a co-worker. The emphasis. Uchimura, I'm demisexual and don't really know you.
I don't really know you. I wonder.
Huh? You have no need for laundry pole, salesman.
Bamboo poles for sale. As if my spear ain't something you dry your underwear on. But if we still can't be sure, it's just about hearing her troubles.
Do you mean there's something else?
Dunno. Really not a clue. Seems like a frank conversation. Who knows where it might lead?
You just like riling people up, don't you? Are you sure you don't want to say I told you so in highlight? Anyway, there aren't a lot of men who could answer Fujine's questions easily. Assuming they don't hate her, they'd at least hold back a bit. To begin with, why don't I see the simple neighbor as a romantic interest? That's just not something people normally think. It's not something they're even conscious of in the first place. The girl who asked Fujine for advice was making a pretty tall order, seriously. So, for someone to be able to answer it, they'd have to have a lot of life experience, the presence of mind to look at themselves objectively, the honesty or maybe cruelty to point out another person's flaws to their face. Someone like that. The only man I know who fits the description is Lancer. Absolutely not. I'd have to be Kuzuki Sensei after all, I guess. If it was Lancer, he could actually Lancer could actually say that he finds her attractive, though. Well, even still, it's normal to be anxious that the people you're talking to might hate you or not want you around. As long as they're not extremely self-centered or extremely naive like a certain somebody. Maybe it could end up as a shock therapy for that certain someone? Taking a sip of his fresh tea, Kuzuki Sensei sternly speaks up.
I still have my doubts about whether I'm the correct person to ask, but if you feel so strongly about it, I will try to answer.
Please!
As you said, I have no interest in you whatsoever.
Yeah. Gaster strikes a small triumphant pose.
I also have no feelings of desire towards you, Fujimura Taiga. Furthermore, I believe it would be impossible for me to ever see you as a target of romantic interest.
Oh, yeah! Fujine is having a hard time as expected. Beside the triumphantly beaming caster, Lancer is shaking his head with a disgusted look on his face.
I would not mind socializing with you, but only as coworkers.
Alright! Fujine visibly shrinks. Please, please have mercy already. It hurts. Just listening hurts more than I expected.
That is how I thought.
Thought? You thought? Oh! Lancer rises as abruptly as she hears. There's a fiery glint in his eyes. I thought he likes this kind of stuff after all.
I'm not interested in people in general. Not their joy and suffering in life, nor what others think of themselves, nor whether someone loves or hates me. At the most, all that concerns me is whether someone is dead or not.
Fujine's voice can be heard over the entire store as she leans heavily onto the table. Don't you have a wife?
Yes, I am married, but it was not a marriage out of love.
Then it was a marriage interview? Maybe your family forces marriage on you?
If I were to say it was like an arranged marriage. However, rather than being forced upon from one side, it was more accidental.
I fearfully look at Caster. Her head is tilted downward to the point where her facial expression, concealed behind her bangs, can't be seen. Fortunately, Even Lancer flinches away a little. Uchine, who sounds like she's reciting a Kenji Miyazawa poem, takes a deep breath and somehow manages to calm herself. She inquires again, with a still tremulous voice. You think you could explain?
Even being indifferent to other people, I am able to live. In my class, I teach that the human being is a creature that cannot live alone. However, that is only within the context of modern society's system of mutual security. In practice, if you look at it from an individual's standpoint, you don't need others. They are tools or objects. There's no need to think of others as being humans like yourself.
Jesus Christ, KUZUKI!
For example, a solitary predator claims its own territory, mates with the most efficient partner to leave offspring, and drives the mate from its territory. In some cases, it kills the mate.
Oh, I heard that female spiders eat the male after mating.
That's a textbook case of using the opposite sex for survival. Can a relationship where both parties simply use the other to attain the most efficient result be called love? If you lose the favor of a partner you work together with, wouldn't you still be able to make a living?
I suppose so. But considering your partner as an individual isn't always necessary, you could still be able to live. She's so awkward about this.
Yes, if you simply want to live, you can do that on your own.
I see where this is leading to. Yeah. I return my case and I'm dumbfounded by what I see. Lancer is moving his finger toward the brooding caster's bangs, all while smiling teasingly. No way. This is beyond morbid fascination. Is he planning on unleashing hell here? I lean forward to try and prevent any reckless actions. I reach out, but it's too late. And in the next moment, a fingertip slips into place and raises her bangs. And what appears? Doesn't look upset at all. What appears is a firm set of blue eyes. It's a gentle smile full of confidence. That's no good! Fujine stands up abruptly, shaking her chair. Have to cherish your wife! Her face is turning red and she flails her arms. The tiger has appeared. I never met her before. But I've seen the lunchbox you were eating in the staff room. It wasn't extremely well made like my shirt, does it? But, well, if I had to say it, well, it didn't look very good or there was a real issue with its quality, but it was something she put her heart into. I can't tell because I can't cook either. Wait, I'm not trying to say that she's not being helpful to you. So I heard from Shiro about how she's a foreigner, but she's still trying her best to get used to Japan, and about how elegant and graceful you tried to get her, and...
Sensei, please put your cup down. If it spills, you might burn yourself.
So sure, sorry about the... Fujine tilts her head in confusion. What the? Is this turning into one of those lovey-dovey stories where you leave your wife and move on to me?
No.
I'm sorry. Is that so? Of course it is. Everything I say is so thoughtless. But what a relief.
I'm the one who should be sorry. I was unsure how to explain it. My way of speaking was too roundabout.
KUZUKI-sensei straightens his back, lifts his hands from his lap, and clasps them on the table, shining faintly on his ring. Finger is a silver ring.
Honestly, I don't have the words to answer your question directly.
something what you said a moment ago?
That was simply what I believed in the past.
I see.
You may be experiencing anxiety over being, as your student pointed out, single. Recognizing what you lack, you wonder whether or not you can continue as a teacher, whether or not you can come to terms with yourself. I believe that may be what troubles you. If that's the case, I as well have anxiety. What should I do as a man with a wife? What are the expectations of those around me? How should I treat other women? These matters are not clear to me. The reason why I began thinking of such matters was for no other reason than meeting my wife. We have no past with each other. From the beginning, we simply existed in the form of spouses. There is an expression, to start with the form. This is it exactly. Thinking back now, I was saved by that form. I was hollow inside with nothing to support me.
Aww. Well, but you love your wife now, right? Are you really not going to answer that?
Sorry. I do not understand my own feelings, or rather it is that I try not to have faith in them. That is something I should not do. For this reason, it's not possible for me to speak clearly of my own opinions.
Huh? It's not good to have faith in yourself?
No, don't worry, it's just one of my few beliefs. Well, I cannot definitively express this in words because of that rule, but...
KUZUKI-sensei called softly.
Feelings are foolish and idle things. Right now, you may feel strongly about something, but to have those feelings wither by the next day would not be unusual. As such, perhaps there are also feelings that one can only become aware of within the constant repetition of days. Perhaps there are things that can develop, not by clinging to a fleeting moment of passion, but by living in close proximity to another. Perhaps someday, even my hollowness will change. Yes, that is what I believed. It might even be called a weakness. If one has nothing to protect, nothing to lose, then one cannot be defeated. However, that is merely being alive, and nothing else. It is akin to being dead. Even if I do not say it, my wife and I are a couple. I'm not a capable person, so maintaining the form of a couple requires all my effort. I'm not talkative, so I mostly look like a calm person, but I still feel anxiety in front of my students, just as you do. However, to understand one's own imperfections and to continue to work one's hardest is nothing to be ashamed of.
So it's a fight until the day I become a splendid teacher.
Well, I suppose this does also apply to martial arts. Perhaps in this short life, the path to teaching others will be an endless road. I think that it is a reliable attitude to continue devoting oneself tirelessly to study without losing one's head in pride.
I have a newfound respect for this man, actually.
Same here.
This recontextualizes so much of him as a person in general, and I am loving this so much.
This is really cool. That's all the story I'm able to tell you, Fujimura-sensei. It is an unpleasant tale, but if this helps you overcome your feelings of inferiority, I am satisfied.
As he says this, KUZUKI-sensei lightly bows to Fujine. Fujine's eyes begin to fill with tears. You're so refined! I want to get married! Thank you very much. You gave me an amazing energy boost. And I'll be rooting for you too. Regina suddenly bows deeply, banging her head and arms on the table.
That lady sure is a riot.
Lancer laughs without a care in the world. She can be a riot somewhere far away from Soichiro-sama. This one is laughing as well, but she's most likely seething with rage inside.
Well, he's an honest man after all. I knew from the start.
Lancer, your lack ranking has just been updated from E to F-.
What? Don't be foolish.
You're paying for the tea since you were such a bother. So as not to be noticed, we slip out from the front entrance. But as that was impossible, we stealthily creep across the floor toward the washrooms and tumble out from a narrow window, thus putting an end to our surveillance mission. Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking idiots. Looks like I caused some trouble for you as well. I smiled bitterly while dusting off my pants. No kidding. I was happy to see Fujine acting like a teacher though. I was acting like a teacher? She seems like quite a handful. Caster shrugs, but she really does look content. Be sure to serve her the largest dinner possible to fatten her up. I will, and you too. Don't be so mean to Issei. Issei? I can guarantee anything. I'm a witch after all. What's wrong? Your eyes are bulging. Oh crap! I completely forgot about Issei. Got an appointment? Oh well, I'll help smooth things out for you. Sorry. That's not her name now, Shiro. A shame. All the debt she owes has instantly gone back to zero. After I see Castor off, I recall the image of Lancer as a waiter. I had the impression that he was going to have some trouble at his part-time job early on, but somehow I get the feeling that this one could last a while. So that was, in fact, the Castor date.
Indeed. Okay, I have to, go.
Go. Yeah,
We ran the clock up really, really far.
You may have noticed I was going really fast through that last section.
I would love to discuss that scene and talk about wrap-up, but I have to go drive into the city.
We can talk about it later. Please go drive.
Catch you guys later. Thank you,
See
chat.
you later,
Thank you, Whack. See you later.
Bye-bye. And just like that, she's gone immediately. So okay, let me be the one to actually say something here. This was a complete reconciliation. Not a complete, but it was finally putting into words so much about KUZUKI and what kind of person he is, and I really like him, actually. I really like him. He was like some kind of assassin at some point in the past with his style of fighting specifically, and he definitely has some very Arrow Ace stuff going on, but it was compounded with a complete detachment from other people socially completely. And now that he has met Merea and the two of them are together and he's seeing a little bit more of just, chilling and not being a hollow husk of a man surviving from day to day, he's just kind of struggling with how exactly to deal with that kind of stuff. It's really cool. Yeah. He has to reintegrate into society, exactly. That's really great. That's really great. I kind of really love that. I genuinely have a new appreciation for him as a character. I felt that he was one of the more plain characters, and that scene on its own did so much for him as a character. I love him. Just surviving is like being dead, and then you remember that he ended himself when Caster dies in Unlimited Blade Works. Yep. And the Taiga insecurity. I love the Taiga. Like, we joke a lot about, haha, like, this is a grown-ass woman that acts like that, but she has her own, like, worries about the way that she is and everything, and it's beautiful, and ugh, I love them so much. Natsu can stop himself from writing hollow shells who use form to replace function. He really do be doing that, huh? And Caster with Lancer, who never really interacted in FSN to your memory. No, right, because Lancer stays outside fighting Archer in that confrontation in Unlimited Blade Works. You're right. You are right. And just seeing more of Lancer is always fun. Also, the complete two side, like the two complete sides of the coin with Lancer's life philosophy and Caster with her own issues and everything going on, and Shira just getting dragged around. I love this game so. What a good session! What a good session this fucking was, right? We got some extremely good things. The fucking Hypno King Rin leading into Saber Alter, leading into the Caster date with a lot more exposition about KUZUKI and seeing more about Fujimura. Like, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh man, I love this good. I love this game. Fucking God Almighty. The Hypno King Rin. Don't worry about it. I love that Lancer's advice always low-key sucks. Like, he's very charismatic, but everything he suggests absolutely blows. I see where his point of view comes, but then he stalls at the finish line. Like, on one hand, you should allow some leeway to your husband and not be completely obsessively chasing after him, doubting him is good advice, but also, if he really was cheating, like, it's just an affair, you can forgive him, that's not really, you know, like, there's a lot more there. He could happily tell Taiga he'd smash, but that's not what she actually needed, yeah. It's his guts tied around the tree, huh? What a man, wow, what a man, wow. I think we have chemically changed Anya's brain for, like, the rest of her life. Like, that has already happened before with Fate in general, but today specifically has really altered something in there. So I'm looking forward to discussing things with her later. Until then, though, it is almost 3 AM here. I need to quiet the fuck down. Oh god almighty. You recall when you played this before twice, but this playthrough has done things to you. Yeah, baby! Recall one of the main themes of Tsukihime being to be free is to be alone, and Lancer is like, being free, say no more. You forgot that time exists, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say, and my god, have we been having fun. As usual, he's a man who went to the land of shadows because that was a condition for earning the hand of a woman he was into, and then proceeded to have at least 2 affairs there. Yeah. That's Heroes of Ulster for you, don't worry about it. Not the Ulster cycle. I'm gonna actually stop here, and I need to get some water. So thank you all so much for the wonderful time that we have spent together. Sunday, we continue Ghost Trick. Thursday, we continue In Stars on Time, and more of this next Friday. Thank you all so much. Oh no, sleeping with Kahag and his sister, and her sister, oh no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Thank you all so much for being here. I I am still really happy that you have all been enjoying and thriving off of this extremely incredible game we have been going through. And we'll be seeing you next time. I wish you all could see my hands as I move them. Happy! Happy! Just in time to say goodbye. You're risking it with spoilers every time you come in, but also, speaking of which, Heavy is currently going through, well, Heavy and Co. are currently going through Stay Night, the original, for the first time. And they're about to continue the second session they're doing of going through Unlimited Blade Works, so I look forward to being on the passenger seat in a little moment. See you all, chat. Goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!